Ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 1 of the second decider of this Group A that is going to be absolutely amazing. Let me switch the cameras. With me is Lidacor, and we are in Battle of Africa $30,000 tournament sponsored by Microsoft. Hopefully you enjoy, and we have a classic Savannah map, yes, but it's... this Savannah map is Arabia, and in this map, there's no secrets, Mr. Lidacor. Civilization is really important, and who has better civilizations in this one?
Oh, looking at mYinsanity, they do have Franks, Saracens, Portuguese. Interesting combo. Franks, of course, big go-to pocket cavalry civilization. Saracens and Portuguese, not something that you choose immediately if you think about an Arabia team game, but you do have to consider that you have to conserve some civilizations for future games. Whereas on the other side, you got the Hindustani pocket, Chinese and Vietnamese flanks. I think the flanks are clearly better for Miguel's team, but I'm not exactly sure about that Hindustani pocket as compared to Franks. What do you think?
I'm not sure either, because there's no Pierce Armor extra anymore, and those camels will deal with the knights great, yes, but what about the battles with the knights and the crossbows? Are those camels going to be really, really strong there? I mean, I don't like that choice. It's a weird one. But as you mentioned, they have civilizations as flanks to really dominate. China is, as Islam said, his favorite civilization. His favorite civilization. Vietnam is a very strong one. Then China gives you the fan bonus for the team. I'm not so sure about this one. We can analyze later, but obviously in the start going to be scouts. I don't know. Are they going to try to go maybe full feudal? With Hindustani, since you have cheaper villas and you can go bloodlines where Franks will fall behind. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure about Hindustani's civilization, seriously. But, you know, they are experts.
In many ways, it feels a bit like a throwaway pocket civilization, if you know what I mean. It's the type of save that you select because at some point you're going to have to pick it. And would you prefer to save it until game number 5 and pick it at like a decider game? Or are you picking it in game number 1 and sort of trying to compensate for a slightly weaker or more questionable pocket civilization choice with 2 juggernaut flanks? Because Chinese and Vietnamese, that's a brutal combination of flanks. And I really get the impression that in Dogao's team, the idea is that you have 2 very powerful flank civilizations, and they just try to compensate for a weaker pocket civilization by having 2 very powerful flanks.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We're going to find out. We can analyze now that we were checking Anotop point of view. We're going to analyze a little bit the maps and see what is about Slam map. The goal is forward, not in the best spot, but you can always put the buildings there. The berries are okay. You can wall on the right side if you wanted. The wood at the back is very nice. Stone and gold at the back. I'm going to check now the map for Miguel. He has gold on the right side and 3 woodlines. His map, in my opinion, is very, very good to wall and be safe as a pocket. And then the map for Dogao, it's, well, gold on the right side, stone at the back, a little bit forward. The wood is very close, berries at the back. It's okay if you make the buildings in front. Not super spectacular map for the flanks, but okay, I like the pocket maps more. And what about the maps for Insanity, Mr. Lidacor?
Well, Margu's map looks really good if you think about that. He's got a very safe gold mine, very easily volable map as well. He already started walling himself off. The pocket looks solid. Once again, very safe gold mine. Right next to the wood line, which could be concerning if there is aggression coming your way, because if you get harassed on your gold, it likely means that you also have to evacuate your lumberjacks. But it's a very nice and compact base over there for Anatov. The only person that has a little bit underwhelming map is, I would say, Sito. He's got a very exposed gold mine. His lumberjacks aren't looking fancy either. But I get the impression that the map is probably, like, overall, if you take a look at which team has the better map spawn, you would get the impression that mYinsanity has the edge in that department.
A little bit better, I will say, yes. A little bit better. But it's still nothing too big. It seems that, well, it's a quite fair Arabia or map generation. Let's not call it Arabia, let's say Savannah. That is more beautiful, you know, and Arabia is not in Africa. So, let's see. Yeah, of course, man.
It's right next to Savannah City.
Yeah,
no?
Like, exactly.
You know,
like you will say,
is next to Socotra City, then Savannah is next to Savannah City.
To Savannah City. Exactly, like they said in the interview. Absolutely. And now Barak with 2 villages on gold. Nobody doing militias, definitely not. Going super quick up, everyone. Except Blue Slam that is going a little bit slower, but it's China. And it's still 22 population, so it's, well, good economy. Absolutely. He's going to be able to make double archery range right away. We will see. Blue is there already. With the scout trying to wait till he reach feudal age. He's doing the archery range and resources for the Canadian. Not yet able to make the second archery range. Now he's doing, but hopefully he won't forget about double beat axe. All right, and what about the others? It's a standard meta, you know. Scouts the pocket, as we know, for everyone, and yellow is starting to wall completely. All the map starting to wall. I mean, he want to be safe with Franks.
I mean, he probably got the memo from Margugu that, hey, wait a minute, our opponents are teaming up their scouts, because that's exactly what Miguel and Dogao did. They teamed up their scouts and picked off a villager at the beginning from Margu. So I guess, you know, you got that incentive to voll yourself, because it's not like those 3 scouts from the opponent will just roam the map independently. They will team up and try to pick off some additional villagers from you, which is something that Miguel and Dogao might do the most frequently when it comes to 2v2s or even team games. They love to do this. If you take a look at any 2v2 tournament with Miguel and Dogao, they love to team up their scouts and get an early villager pick with that.
Yeah, well, it's true. It's true that 3v3 is different approach completely, but it can have some similarity. Let's see now, because we are watching now how the pockets are walling everything. We see now green also going to teal, and the Canadian still lonely for now, but he has already 4 arches. The D double attacks, still no blasmith. I mean, no fletching. The blasmith is up, but no fletching for... No, he has the fletching. Okay, I missed that. And that's really important. That's why he was going forward. Not anymore. Double archery range, and he waited at home. Zito with the Saracens. That he didn't make yet the market. Okay, we usually see the market really early, but not happening right now. Not taking any big battle. Green and yellow are just together. Obviously, Frank's got the advantage now. So that's my question here. Is he gonna make upgrades? For now, he can't. Lidacor, because no blasmith and not mining gold.
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward choice right now. It looks like he's going full army out there, but he's also volling himself up, so I can see him just shifting gears and saying, okay, we can't really do a lot of damage in feudal age, just going to castle age. So I think right now he's not really setting his eyes on those set upgrades, simply because right now he's safe. Dogao is relatively safe. If you take a look at Slam's base, it's also looking pretty safe. Not a lot of fighting going on. So you might actually find more benefit going into Castle Age as compared to just grabbing your combat upgrades right now for Feudal.
Yeah, for now there's not a big battle on the left yet. There's a lot of scouts now from both sides. 8-7. You don't want to fight against French scouts. That's not a good battle by Miguel. And now not gonna be a good battle for Teal. My goodness! Margot with Portuguese cheaper archers getting a lot more. Oh my god, well... Destruction in the first battle. A los Machos. Destruction in the first battle. This destruction in the first battle. Lidacor, what was that battle from Dogao and Miguel that they lost everything and now he's doing a tower? Yes, you need to finish the tower, but he's not finishing my... Well, that was insane, seriously. On the other side, let's see if the Canadian can do the job. Look at the army numbers right now. What the hell? Oh, man.
And the upgrades. You talked about the lack of upgrades. For example, Slam doesn't have the range defense on those archers as compared to Sito, who does. And maybe they expected Sito to just go fast castle with the Saracens, which is something that you so commonly see from them. Instead, it looks like we have full aggression here from mYinsanity. Dogao got punished pretty hard for that one. He had to drop a tower on his gold mine, lost a villager as well. And now on the right side, it looks like it's gonna be a 1v1 between Sito and Slam. And it is Miguel who gets double teamed. He also has to evacuate his lumberjacks. This is good aggression coming in from mYinsanity here.
Well, yeah, it forced Miguel to go full feudal. Now doing the bloodlines, he's doing more and more houses. What is these houses? I don't know. He's gonna get inside. Scout and archers being in. And oh my goodness. One tower is gonna be needed. He need to make... It's a good tower. It's between the gold and the wood. So he kinda can hold. He might lose a villager now. I don't know why he didn't move the village on the berries. This is snowball really bad. And now scale bar and armor. But the problem with this attack is not only what they kill. Is the time that yellow is just gaining now to go up. And Dogao is trying to do army. Well, he's doing few army, but he's so behind. Slam is still wall. Slam is okay. He has good army, but ladies and gentlemen, Sito, with the market, it's going to go up faster than anyone in the game. Sick transition to Castlage. Mr. Lidacor, what is this?
It is very scary right now for Miguel's team, if you think about that, because as you said, it's the time component of Miguel here. It's not the fact that he's going to clean this army up. He's going to clean it up. He now has +1 defense and bloodlines. This is a cleanup. The question is how much he was delayed compared to the opponent's pocket, Anatov, and if you take a look at those resources as we are witnessing this cleanup, Anatov is going to get to Castlage much sooner than Miguel, and we already have one player from mYinsanity on the way to Castlage. The Castlage power spike here could be massive for mYinsanity, and so far this game is looking really good for them.
Oh, no.
Because Sito's breaking
Sorry.
it. Oh, that's actually
He did a mistake. I think Sito did a big mistake here because he's gonna probably lose all the army now before reach Castlage. This is terrible. This is terrible for Sito. He's gonna lose all the army. This is a brutal mistake by Sito. He shouldn't do this. He lost all the archers, and now the Canadian can really dominate because he's on the way to Castle as well, while Teal is gonna go up to Castle too. This is just the chance Los Machos needed to come back in the game, and they might try to get it because, man, that was really bad. Oh, man.
They really went too bloodthirsty there. Maybe they felt like, oh yeah, we're winning this one. They've seen what happened to Miguel. They managed to break into his base. Maybe they thought Slam was just going to help Miguel, but it very much seemed like Sito didn't expect a bunch of archers to show up at his back, and he was baited into diving. And by the time he noticed the archers were behind him, there was just no chance of escaping. His entire army wiped off the map, and with that, his Castlage power spike is gonna be non-existent. All the momentum that mYinsanity had on the north is gonna be gone.
It is gone right now. It is gone. Now he's in problems, but Islam cannot see the goal. This is terrible. He didn't explore anything of the map. This is really bad because the goal is just there. But now the Canadian is scared. He's scared about the archers. He's going back and he could kill all the gold miners. This is huge mistake by the Canadian not exploring anything at all. He could take now that army, yes, but he could deny the goal. And that would be massive because the Saracens without goal is like a garden without flowers, Mr. Lidacor, seriously. You see, I can do bad jokes too.
Was it a joke? I felt more like an analogy here.
It's true, man. It's true, man. Well,
yeah, I don't disagree. I'm just saying, you know, it was more like an analogy rather than a joke.
So it was a good one.
I'm not trying to diminish your accomplishments when it comes to telling jokes, but you know, you still have a lot of things to improve on when it comes to telling jokes, I must say.
Yeah, but focus in this, man, because, oh man, well, Sito lost all the advantage. You are still dying yourself, which is fine, and now those scouts going to the left. But the problem here is Dogao has recovered quite a lot. Yes, he has 22 army doing a 4th archery range. 4th archery range, but purple is coming as well with so many crossbows. Those are cheaper, but yellow is coming with 6 knights already. If Islam is not staying at home, he's gonna get double big time because Miguel is still on the way to Castlage, which is absolutely terrible, really terrible.
Yeah, as you said, the scalability is going to be a problem over here for Los Machos because, sure enough, you are making a ton of archers, and it's not like you're dying right now. As I'm saying, it looks like quite a lot of archers from Slam will go down, but you're gonna be behind when it comes to town center numbers, and that's not something you can easily compensate for.
But why he opened? What? Why he opened? Why he opened for the knights just to save 8 archers? You are opening to then let the knights and the crossbows go in? You gotta be kidding me, man! Why the hell did you delete the damn barrack? So now the knights are taking all. What the hell was that?
I feel like maybe he thought, you know, his opponents learned from a lesson before not to dive in again into his base, but in that case, Slam misjudged the situation, and look at that, now he has to quick wall all his lumberjacks, but those 2 crossbows from Sito are doing a ton of damage because they're denying the gold mine. The knights couldn't access the gold miners, but the crossbows can, and right now Slam's entire eco is idle. Slam is just right now a dead body floating in the water, you get the feel.
Oh man, people was telling that maybe he didn't see the knights. Let's take a look. Maybe he didn't see the knights. Let me just check. Replay of this. He's coming with the crossbows. Let's go a little bit more forward. is coming back. He deleted. He see the knights, man. The knights are there, as you can see, and he still deleted. So we have made the replay. Now it's incredible. It's really incredible because the only chance he had to stay in a good position there was just keep behind your buildings, put the ballistic, and go like this. Anyway, the game still close in military numbers, which is insane. But Billy's number is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why the military numbers are close is because Citadel doesn't have an army. But if you look at the southern part of the map, that's 40 to 44 crossbows, but the villager count is getting concerning. And especially now, once again, Slam's goldmine could be dived under by the crossbows and the knights. And the problem for Slam is that he will be denied of any opportunity to add further armies. So they will slowly be outproduced here by Sito, and it's getting more and more concerning, especially with the camels being focused down. They're actually doing a pretty decent job killing the knights before the crossbows focus them down. So I guess
Slam is
doing the best he can.
No, they're doing a good micro here. Slam is doing a really good job against the archers, and now they're doing a good job against this. They're just denying his economy. But Slam with this delete, 33 villages. 33 villages. He got destroyed, but now Dogao is dominating Margot. He was behind all the time, and now Dogao is really dominating in the other side. 3 tone centers. I don't know what is gonna happen. Now we see the camels here. Still have some good army. Those camels are with the +2, and Fortune as well with Botkin. He has the kill advantage there. How you recover from this? Well, economically, probably you don't. What? He's going for a forward siege war shop. That's super aggressive, and we don't see these too often. Okay, well, it's very interesting because right now, Dogao is probably going to dominate Margot. I have to fill in Mr. Lidacor.
Yeah.
That Dogao is going to really dominate Margot. He's a snowball, double the army, and if he's not helping there, oh boy. And Yellow is trying to go now there.
And they need to, especially because if I know Dogao's playstyle correctly, he's gonna think about Imperial Age here. He loves to do this. He loves to just build up a lead with the archers, play very cautiously at the beginning of the game, and then go for that fast Imperial. That applies to 2v2s and 3v3s as well. And in this setup, it's perfect. Because if your team is able to hold the right side, then you can easily wipe out Margu here with the fast Imperial. Looks like now they're switching focus towards the pocket though, because behind this one, you had a big boom out there for Anatov, and he is up by 16 villagers as compared to the other pocket.
Ouch.
Slam though, still having a tough time holding this position though. He's being outnumbered.
This is a big battle in the middle, and I like a lot the idea of this, because Slam is behind. Don't defend him anymore. He's dead. He's dead. Just let him survive against Ito however he can, and you need to make damage in the spot. And going to the pocket is the right idea. Camus and Krobos are now together, and he's lonely. He's really lonely, and Dogao is playing amazing. He's playing amazing this game right now. He's trying to hold in the south. Now he's chasing with the camels and those, but those Krobos need to make some damage on Anatop, because Anatop has already 81 villagers, 82 already. Oh boy, this is pretty insane. But I insist, the score is switching even. I really believe that move from Islam was really wrong. He lost all the villages because of that. The game was lost like this. But anyway, they keep going. Yellow, purple together, and now look at green and teal on Anatop base. Remember that those camels literally eat the buildings. So if he's getting inside and kill now the pocket, then be careful with Hindustani's boom.
I love this move as well from Miguel and Dogao. Think about it this way. Margu just lost his army. Dogao knows that because he was the one fighting against that. And while Slam was dying to the crossbows of Sito, at least he could tell his teammates, hey, Sito's crossbows are here. Which means that in the middle of the map, until Margu arrives, there is no response to those camels. And that's the reason why Miguel and Dogao can afford to do this. Once the crossbows of Margu arrive, which is just now, they can no longer take this engagement, I feel. Although they could still consider it now that I think about that, because the camel numbers are still looking good. They're playing this one cautiously, but look on the north. Slam actually escaped from his base, and now he's breaking into the base of Sito here.
He's open! He's open! See, he's open the base. There's a hole. Now Blue is here with the archers. My goodness, what's happening today? Well, there's the pressure, man. There's the pressure. And now we have a lot of camels, a lot of Krobos coming. Big battles all over the map. He's gonna kill a lot. There's more archers coming. Look at the camels. He's taking all. And Blue gonna make damage or not? Well, he's all disturbed, man. And now they can go with red archers into green. There's a lot of battles going on. There's 2 miners. No, 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 no. You need to kill. And they're gonna kill it. Yes, they will kill. No! Miguel Camel's taking a nap. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable, guys. Really, really unbelievable. But Slam is doing now damage, killing Villiers, and trying to recover. And recovering, actually. Oh my goodness. What is this game?
Look at the pocket. Look at the pocket, man. Saracen archers in your eco, that looks really grim. You're already behind by 20 villagers, and then suddenly 34 crossbows show up in the pocket's base, a pocket that can only make camels here. This is a serious problem right now for Miguel, because his eco is gonna be idled, and the real beneficiary of this one will be Anatov, because he in the pocket has an untouched boom, and now there is going to be a massive lead building between the 2 pockets here.
There's a pause, maybe some lag. I don't know what is the lag here. Now green, as you mentioned, 4 TCs. We're checking all this. Oh man. Oh man. What's going on, guys? Well, we don't know. We don't know. There's a lot of action all over. There's so many crumbles in top of that hill from Dogao. Dogao's score is still insane. And I'm telling you something. If Dogao go up to Imperial faster, but Yellow, my goodness, he's gonna go up to Imperial. But one thing that is important without army, but then I'm checking military from green. a lot of farming from green. A lot of farming, right? Nothing. My goodness. Dogao 62 military right now. 62 military.
But he's not even going to continue with cavalry anymore, because it looks like we're switching into the Gulam, and that could actually, if that's timed well, it could be devastating. Because think about that. As you said, Anatov doesn't have an army right now. He's going into Imperial. He likely doesn't want to fight until he gets his Imperial Age upgrades. So if we see a quick switch here from Miguel to the Gulams, there might still be a chance. I feel like if they let Anatov get to Cavalier Paladin, it's gonna be game over for them. They can't stop that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is still with 114 villages. That's the problem. After all this raiding, the village number from Miguel looks even solid, you know, because he's a problem. But purple is up to Imperial as well. This is an amazing game to watch. Dogao, Miguel, and Islam is still with the score lead. But for me, that can't be truth. I don't think they are ahead. I mean, I don't know. Dogao is going to go up to Imperial now.
I think they're a roll out behind.
Yeah.
I think they're in a terrible spot. Oh, especially with Dogao getting sandwiched in between 2 armies. That's a complete disaster out there.
Yeah, well, the camels are there, but it's not together. Definitely, they are not playing together. Much better gameplay by mYinsanity. Ladies and gentlemen, the first game of this series is going to be for Insanity, it seems, because how do you counter now this? I mean, Dogao is about to go up to Imperial. He still have good army, but that's the problem. Like, there's a lot of army in the south, so many archers from red that is gonna be clean now. They have to focus in many spots, and that's so difficult. The castle is gonna be there now for green. Green has a great boom, yes. Teal is on the way to Imperial, but all the timing, all the momentum, guys, it's definitely for Insanity, which is gonna have Cavaliers on Slam base, and now those archers from the Canadian are going to disappear. Literally disappear. Check them, because Lidacor, you are not gonna see them anymore.
Make sure you wave, everybody, because this is the last time that you'll ever see those crossbows. They're all dying here to the cavalry, and this is without +4 defense. This is without Cavalier. And once you have those upgrades in, you can just run into the base of Slam, finish him off. And yes, there is Imperial Age coming in from the Gao. There is Imperial Age coming in from Miguel. But the army numbers, they're heavily in the favor of mYinsanity. And they also have the timing advantage of this one. I don't think that Miguel's team can wait long enough for them to get to Imperial.
Yeah, Los Machos can't do too much now. Why? Because Green is up with 116 villages, which is great, but where's the army from Green? He has no army. I still think that the choice of Hindustanis for this map is kind of awkward. I don't think it's the best way to go. I might be wrong. It's true that they did some mistakes, but the game is snowballed from that opening on Slam base. And ladies and gentlemen, being Cavaliers, already Paladin upgrade, Anatov playing really strong. But to be honest, Anatov wasn't attacked at all. They made an attempt to take this table, but it didn't happen. Now he's moving Villiers, doing another town center, but Slam is just getting clean from the map right now. Completely clean.
And the moment Slam is cleaned up, they can go to Dogao. Keep that in mind, because Dogao is going to be reaching Imperial, but his counterpart Morgu is also up to Imp, and Dogao is going to be 2v1 right now. By the time Miguel can get any army on the battlefield, both of the flanks could disappear. And we also have Imperial Age coming in here from Sito as well. I don't think there's a way back for Miguel's team here. I don't want to sound grim, but I just don't see it. Especially with those soon arbalests from Margu just melting buildings thanks to Saracen's team bonus.
Well, I think that that area is even, well, in a better position on the right is the biggest deal here. Because Slam has no base, he has 20 villas, 18 army. It's incredible. China civilization, we say that is amazing, right? But they, well, mYinsanity played much better as a team. They were all much better coordinated all the time. We have now heavy camels. They're great. Plate Bard in armor, okay. Now the Canadian is doing a TC because he got, well, 1 tone center, but he has 14 villas. But it's basically 2 versus 3. Dogao has now a lot of arbalists, yes, but Purple has even more and more villas, ladies and gentlemen. They are even setting up the trade. This is incredible, and mYinsanity seems to be really well prepared. And in Savannah, they won, let's say, super clear. I mean, it's 42 minutes, but a very convincing victory here for them. Really, really well played. Awesome.
Really well played from them. As you pointed out, both sides had some weird moments. Like, for example, when Sito lost his entire army inside Slam's base, that was a terrible moment for mYinsanity. But in the long run, in the grand scheme of things, the timings worked out better, the engagements worked out better, and they were able to take some slightly more favorable engagements. I think this mostly came down to the Hindustani pick in the pocket, though, because when you have a Camel Civilization as your pocket, or primarily Camel Civ as your pocket, you really have to rely on those flanks. We talked about this at the beginning of the game. You are compensating for your Hindustani pocket with a Chinese and Vietnamese flank, but in reality, that Chinese flank didn't really add that much value after the break-in happened into Slam's base. And that's it, right?
The battle in Feudal, the first battle in Feudal, there was no camels. There was just normal scout and archers. Just Dogao got half of the army, and they were pretty much behind from there, because remember that they entered into Green base, so they put him behind, really, really behind. And in technology, we can see how behind they were. Anotop, 21-minute castlage. Green, almost 24. 3 minutes difference pocket in castlage is like, well, it's like GG, except if Miguel was doing a massive damage with the scout, which wasn't the case. Obviously, from there, also, what you were telling about the Hindustanis is truth, and I completely agree, but the game was kind of snowballed from the first battle. They tried a lot. You can see how Dogao did 76 largest army, but they couldn't come back. And now we move into game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 of this series. Let's see what is going to happen in a map that is beautiful, really, really beautiful. And we're going to see, well, I like it a lot, this map, but the strategies here are also so crucial. Mr. Lidakor, we have Gurjaras as a pocket, Slam Mongols flank, Dogao Vikings. Vikings is a very solid and safe choice. Mongols with the fast up is very great. Gurjaras, we know that it can be insane if they get some extra ship, and they will get. But on the other side, we see, in my opinion, one of the best in this map. I don't know what you think, with Lithuanians.
It's an old school choice. I remember that on Battle of Africa 2 as well, Lithuanians was a very common pocket here, because you can do exactly what you're seeing from Anatov right now. You have so much more food to work with that you don't need to spend all your villagers at the beginning on food. You can just send everybody to chop trees, and you can afford to send out one villager for a dock without sacrificing villager production. And I love this little touch that they have just added to this. You see, all 3 players went to the middle to escort that villager. They wanted to make sure that this villager makes it there alive. Such a small detail, but if you think about that, you are picking Lithuanians here for early game, specifically for this reason. Dropping this fast dock, you don't want to lose this villager. And because of that, it is just so valuable for them to send in these scouts. It's a small detail, but they avoid a complete disaster by potentially losing that villager. So, good little touch there from mYinsanity.
And this is the thing. Now the pocket, green, it's kinda not gonna go for the water. So Lithuanians is gonna have extra population maybe for free. And I'm telling this because he did the mill already. If you want to make a dock, he did already a second mill. Okay, I like that. So we're going to see what is better, the fish boom or the extra ships. Oh, wow. Well. This is quite a lot of ships. Well, I like this a lot because it's a completely new scenario. We have never seen this, and this only talk about also preparation. But Islam, can you tell me, Islam is nervous, man. Look where he's sending the ships. Send the ships to the TC, man. Look where he's sending the ships, man.
Whoops.
I mean, he's sending to my city. Like, seriously.
Well, I
Send
mean,
to the town center.
Truth be told, Miguel isn't garrisoning them. He actually didn't garrison them to the other mill. Like, he's got one that's already fully stacked, and there's a second one that's just chilling there at 3. So, yep. It looks like Miguel maybe didn't even notice this. Okay, now he's noticing. Not a big deal, but you lost out on a bit of food with that. Some more sheep being brought in there.
Okay.
Yeah, like, that's gonna be the big question, whether the land-based sheep is better or the fishing sheep. I'm sorry, I had to. You know I had to.
I'm gonna put POVs, guys. So then I don't need to focus in this stuff, you know. Aye. This is Islam, guys, the Canadian. Let's see how focused he is, and you can see how focused he is. He's playing with this very famous mod for the trees, the pin trees, you know, and he's with the Mongols. Look at the population there, guys. Lidacor, he's gonna go up 19 population very fast. He's gonna make the loom, maybe not even. He's going up without the loom. That's why he's walling in case that he's gonna come. Want to go really quick. Might go arches probably. And my question here is for everyone: better the Gurjara's extra ships or the extra fish on the water? The thing is, even if he's too powerful, well, his opponent has now a counter, the fish boom.
Well, that's one of the things that Capture Age can help us with. Like, if you open up the numbers right now, Miguel has already gotten like 1,200-ish food, whereas for Anatov, it's already around 1,000. So, looks like right at the start, the sheep for the Gujaras is a better choice. Obviously, that is going to decrease in scalability at some point. Like, you had those from the first minute, whereas for Anatov, it took some time for him to add the fishing eco. But in this early game, it seems like the Gujaras' sheep system actually works a little bit better than the fishing that the Lithuanians are doing here.
And the thing is, I believe that they will try to full focus on feudal age. Why? Because even if they have the riders, like I like to call them, and camels, again, no knights. And we can be in another awkward situation like in the previous game, which hopefully is not going to happen. Yellow for now is just checking all the shoreline, and he see that there's no dock. He's free there to make more fish if he want. As long as the ghost goes, he will get more fish as well. But it's not as efficient as the ships. As you mentioned, they're gonna be giving the food constantly all the time. And now Blue, well, Islam is taking a lot of HP from Margot. He has Tatars, by the way. We didn't mention about those. Tatars and Dravidians, because we were focused already pretty much on the ships. But Dravidians, very nice one. Obviously, against the Vikings is tricky always because that economy bonus with the Vikings is great, but Dravidians bonus with the 200 extra wood, wow. And we have Sito and Dogao in that area. That's really nice to see. Then Margot, double archery range already. And now the Canadian is going to find out. No, he didn't find out that he has double archery range. But it's the same. And now Slam has it faster. So, oof, they have to be careful. I really want to see double stable, man. Double stable right away, Lidacor. For Miguel.
That's gonna be a big one, and that's the reason why I pick Gurjaras here. You can put up so much feudal pressure simply because you have the food eco to just flood those units out. You can afford it very, very easily, and the key thing here is that not only are you affording that, by the time that, you get some good numbers out there on the battlefield, you will also have your eco upgrades. It's not like you're sacrificing your eco upgrades to be able to pump out larger numbers than your opponent. And that's the real power out here from the Gujaras. Your food eco allows you to just outproduce your pocket counterpart very easily. Nice little move out there from Slam to try and pick off that scout from Margu, but Margu gets away. And, well, as we discussed, Anatov, he's slowly going to get the benefit of that fishing eco with a deep water fish that's completely uncontested.
Yeah. Well, I'm checking on the left now. And we still doesn't see too many scouts yet for green, but he's spamming. He's spamming. He has 4, 2 more in the queue. While yellow, no scout now in the queue. If I was green, you know what I will do? If he's gonna really focus a lot on feudal, I will make a tower on that wood line, honestly. Because he want to commit a lot of food. You will have time to make the market, and then you can balance in case that you want to add TCs later. But I will secure that wood, because to be honest, if they double him, that's the only spot that is really, really weak. And you don't want to have any problem here. You want to really focus. You will have an advantage. 7 scouts. Probably the plasmid should be done as soon as possible. He's starting to do a lot of farm, but he's not doing. On the right side, trying to go with the archers. And there, well, 7 archers is the same. A little bit more army from Dogao. Obviously, the advantage seems to be solid here. Oh, triple archer range from Margot. They're going for the full feudal, and there's a lot of kills also. Tatars can benefit, but that's why green and blue are together on top of that hill, Mr. Lidakor.
Yeah, it's a 2v2 on the south and a 1v1 on the north. Right now, on both sides, it is Miguel's team who's putting up the aggression, and that's what you would expect when you do have a pocket of Gujaras. Upgrades are yet to be finished, though, here for Miguel. He doesn't have range defense, doesn't have forging, bloodlines, or anything on those scouts. So those are just standard vanilla scouts. Same thing for Anathoth over here. So for now, it looks like we are sort of entrenching ourselves over here into more defensive positions. Neither of the sides willing to commit to engagement, and you see why. Because Miguel is waiting for bloodlines, and that's the type of timing that he's waiting for. That's the type of timing that he needs to use to gain an upper hand in this battle on the south.
Okay, let's see. He needs to go back. He doesn't have yet any upgrade, but more scout need to come. He's not actually doing too many right now. It doesn't have the resources. Well, he doing bloodlines. He's doing. He's a Q in both. He's doing the job. And he has the bloodlines. This is a big thing. When they notice that he has the bloodlines, he's gonna think, oh boy, oh really boy. And now he's taking the battle. Let's see what is gonna happen. The scouts are just coming, doing the damage. The archers from the Canadian need to help. And if they kill the scout now, then purple will lose a lot. You can see how they're trying to push, but not getting the biggest advantage ever there. On the right side, I'm gonna focus fast, but he'll need to go back because there are a few skirmishes. Need to focus against on the left. Little by little, they push more. We still no Blasphit yet, or they did. No Blasphit. So, Bloodlines against those crazy amount of archers, but Miguel need to send more scouts there. You need more army. Oh, he's doing a skill by the number, but I'm missing. Where's the Blasphit? Oh, he's in front. I didn't see. I was blind.
Yeah, that is the blacksmith.
Yeah.
What's more concerning is the production on those stables. He's double stables, and none of them are working right now. So he's struggling to utilize or just capitalize on the extra production that he has. Right now, the second stable being added isn't really worth it because he simply doesn't have the food eco to consistently produce scouts on both of those.
Yeah, and on the other side, we see how now Sito is trying to push completely Sito. He's trying to push completely Dogao, sorry. Well, he's going back a little bit, and now Yellow is doing the upgrades. I mean, I like to see this. Like, Gujaras is not taking the huge advantage at all. You can see the army, Yellow with more army, because he has Lithuanians, he has fish, so he has 8 fishing ships, he's doing a good job. That he has a second stable as well. And honestly, maybe Gujaras overrated? Well, I don't know, man. Oh, Greeny moves to the right side completely, letting Islam be against 2, but the Canadian has good amount of archers to defend. I like the decision they took. It's amazing one, honestly. That's an amazing move by Miguel here. Gonna kill everything from Sito thanks to the mobility. And the Canadian is about to go up to Castlage in a much better position than Purple. This was a lovely decision, Mr. Lidakor. So amazing.
Beautiful decision there by Miguel. They realized that Sito's army is in the middle of nowhere, so you can just swoop in with the cavalry and deal with them. As compared to the other side, where Slam can always just run back to the safety of his town center because he was very close. And you see, they can't engage Slam's army, so the best thing they can do is go for a pocket. But a pocket right now, Miguel is well defended. And suddenly, with the army of Sito gone, there is a lot of options opening up here for Los Machos. They could go for a pocket over here, which seems to be the plan, or they could also try to put up some more pressure on the Lumberjacks of Sito. Keep in mind that those scouts, they do have full upgrades in Feudal Age, +1/+1 bloodline, so they could even afford to dive under towers and pick off a couple of villagers.
Yeah, and they will try to do some damage now in the pocket. They have to. But where is Blue? Where is Blue? Why Blue went away? Well, the Canadian is gonna try to kill then on the flank, but now Miguel is gonna have some problems. I don't know. He has good scout, but he's losing some village. There's some farmers that he's gonna lose a lot of village. I don't understand this. I mean, green can now get destroyed, and now yellow is on the way to castle. It is true that yellow is coming, but well, they're going to yellow, I mean, and yellow is up to castle age. Well, the Gurjaras has 16 army, but he's gonna start to lose villages for sure. Oh my god. Oh man, well, the decisions matters a lot, and this is what is about the team game. But now they denied the resources to yellow. But the problem is he has 400 gold in the bank. He's gonna have some food now, and if he's going knights, they're gonna eat this army. I don't know who is really winning this game anymore. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a difficult spot to be in, and that's where those fishing ships come into play, because as you said, yellow Anothoth, he's banked up enough gold to be able to make a couple of knights to deal with this, and he has the fishing eco to give him some extra food, so even though his farmers are idle, he's gonna have sufficient resources to clean this up, and this is where the other side gets a little scary, because you don't have the capacity to clean this up very easily right now if you are Los Machos, and as you said, the thing is that Miguel, he's not going into Castle Age, whereas if you take a look at the other side, you already have Anothoth in Castle Age, Sito is also in Castle Age, and you already have Margu going up as well. So all three players will be in Castle Age very soon, much faster than Miguel will reach Castle.
But Lidakor, Margot is going to have a bad time. He's really gonna have a bad time because Islam is already there with so many arts. He's gonna deny the goal as well. He needs ballistic for sure. Okay, that's so many units. He's trying to go in, killing a villager. They need to kill now. He has to do damage now. He's going around. It's so difficult. It's really difficult. He's doing the light gas. He has the light gas here. Green is still not tapped. My goodness. So we have this scenario: 2 flanks in Castle while Pocket and 1 flank in Castle from mYinsanity. This is an insane game already. Light gas coming here. The archers are trying to support. Now Teal don't have the army here to dominate. Why? Because Teal is where? I don't know where he is, to be honest. Well, I don't know where his army is. He's still trying to deny yellow.
In the middle. It's dead. It's just got cleaned up.
Yeah,
everything that Dogao had is done.
Oh, man. No army, man. That's why I don't find the army. Just tell me, man. I was trying to... Well,
yeah,
it's fine because
gone.
I'm... Yeah,
it got cleaned up by the light calves.
Yeah.
And
the
now
light calves, man.
Zito... Oh, Zito is getting cleaned up here by Miguel, though. Oh, this is so weird. Both sides are taking some big punishment.
Ooh,
honestly,
no,
if you look at the numbers in the end...
No, now Purple lose all. Look at Islam. Look at Islam on the left. Look at Islam on the left. Killing absolutely everything here. The army is the same. 130 villages for almost both teams. Los Machos 51, 46. It's almost the same army. Now the Knights are coming. Knights +2. The Crobos are with ballistic now. And he's using the scouts to chase those. Oh, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Now, when he reach Castle Age, then Gurjara is gonna have a sick economy, I believe. Because... Oh, no. But they are going to attack again. They are raiding again him. And he has no... army to defense. He doesn't have a stone. Moving those farmers. You need to make a house here. He noticed. That was very nice. But Purple is getting destroyed by the Canadian. Look at this village in the woodland, Lidakor. Destroyed.
Yeah, Margu is taking big punishment over here, but as you said, right now, Miguel is defenseless, and we talked a lot about this one. Trading a flank to a pocket player is a reasonable trade. So if you lose Margu, but in the meantime, your teammates are able to do a ton of damage here on Miguel, it's still worth it. Especially because Dogao also took a punishment on the other side, and right now you're seeing that Miguel is losing quite a lot of villagers under his town center. I think this is still fine for mYinsanity, because the opponent's pocket got damaged pretty heavily here as well.
They are definitely fine for sure, but they still have a lot of scouts. 13 scouts. I think he will do light caps. He's doing chain guard and armor. I don't know what he's getting now. Don't make light caps anymore. You're losing all the scouts. My goodness. Red is still coming with a lot of army in front. Dogao is with the Vikings, but you need the army. And he does only 21. That he has ballistic. Yes, now he has ballistic, while Red has ballistic as well. Coming with the Siege Workshop again. Well, it didn't work that great before, but let's see now with the Siege Workshop. I think Islam in this game, he's doing a really great job. He has killed completely Margot, and now with his micro, he's doing an amazing job in the south. You can see the score from all the players from Los Machos, and that's really good, Lidakor, and people in this stream. That means both are in a healthy position, while two players are probably a little bit ahead, but Purple is really behind. And this is a 3v3, Lidakor.
It's a 3v3 indeed, and as you said, Like a couple of moments ago, it seemed like the two teams are actually relatively even because army numbers looked similar, villager counts looked similar, but now I think the big deciding factor out there is the archer numbers between Slam and Margu. Slam never lost his army. He still has that big group of archers that he started building ever since he reached Feudal Age, and that is something that will come online very soon with Ballistics now being in here. He's got the heal advantage as well. I'm not sure if he actually has Stumbring already, but this is a respectable army over here for Slam, and this essentially pins Margu and Anatov on the left side.
Yeah, but Lidakor, they have to... Islam cannot lose that army. If Islam loses this army, it's game over for them. Because right now, Dogao is at the limit. He has 19 army, while his opponent 26 is okay, but he has also Siege. And he's coming with the Siege. And that's something that they cannot lose. Yellow still have a lot of knights, and that's the problem here. Look at the amount of knights here going through probably the pocket. Purple is coming with so many archers, he's not going anymore. Those knights that are, many of them, low HP. But... what army has Miguel at home? Not too many. Not too many. And not too many army overall. So...
now, look at the Galmamb. He could be in trouble here because that forward siege workshop is now coming online. He has had no cavalry support and he's the one being cut off from gold. It was noted in the chat that, you know, Los Machos added town centers over here on the left side, but behind this one, it doesn't matter if Dogao gets completely destroyed, but behind this, look at that. Now it's Sito suffering from all those raids. Looks like the scouts are back. Both sides are losing a ton of villagers here on the right side.
Well, I mean, I'm checking the scouts, yes, but there's a battle here. He's taking the Magonal. Now he's gonna lose everything, Sito. But the green is losing also everything, my goodness. Blue is now again on purple. And now Slam is just ignoring that area, trying to kill absolutely everything. 35 villages, but the problem is 30 army here. Slam need to make damage now to the pocket. Purple, it's done. He need to go to the pocket or... green will have big problems. The score is still ahead for Los Machos, yes, but now green as a pocket has the same villages than yellow, but army 5 camels, while yellow has 30 knights, and I'm afraid, I'm really afraid that yellow is gonna take the Canadian. He's killing now knights, yes, oh, but he's losing a lot and he's going one by one. This is amazing move by the Canadian. Slam is playing amazing. Wow, well, he's killing all.
Terrible fight for Anatov, look at that.
Killing
he just
all.
traded 10 knights to 0 crossbows, and he's of course busy killing Miguel on the other side, but the concern here is that there is 45 crossbows heading towards his base, and remember the flank on the other side, Margu, he has been damaged very heavily, he can't really help that much, and I think the camels might be just enough to deal with these knights over here. Many of those are damaged. You need the crossbows as well there for Margu, but how do you stop all these crossbows now breaking into the base of Anatov? And the big thing is that behind this one, Los Machos have extra town centers to replenish the villagers. mYinsanity doesn't. mYinsanity, they can't afford to lose villagers here, but they also can't prevent it.
Yeah, well, the archers are insane amount of army now from the Canadian, and the Canadian has also a boom behind this now. He has 4 town centers, as you were talking, and is keep going with the archers, killing so many villages. We see the score now. The Canadian has killed already 11, but Miguel lost 23, 50 villages. But the truth is that with all the villages that he has lost, Anatov doesn't have a great boom behind this. This is a game that is so hard to explain. This is gonna be now trap. It's 3 army versus 1. This can be the game change or not. So many nice crossbows. What is Slam gonna be able to do? So many archers here, but now he's against purple, against red. He need to kill as much as possible. This is a disaster. A real disaster or not? Well, for the situation, he's doing the best out of this. He's killing as much as he can, and I think Slam has done a brutal damage here for sure. A brutal one. Wow.
Yeah, Slam got cleaned up pretty hard. Remember
on
that
the left.
he was up against...
Sorry, Lidakor on the left. Blue also killing now like an over 10 billions to Margot. Destroying 26, 33 army still Margot. Now 23 all Islam, but killing all. And Dogao is about to go up to Imperial. Well, this is an insane game already. Let's go. Sorry that I interrupt you, but I have to, man. I had to.
Very chaotic, beautiful Mangonel shot on the left side, by the way. That was a wonderful shot by Margu. The problem is that it's coming too late. He's down to 27 villagers. And on the other side, you do have a Vikings player going into Imperial. It hurts that the army of Slam was cleaned up. But on the other side, he's at 89 villagers. The only thing that could have been done better, I think, for Slam there was that he actually went down hills, which is terrible against Tatars. But even then, it's not really a big deal because his eco is so much ahead. and now Dogao is going into Imperial.
Yeah.
I feel like the window is slowly closing over here for mYinsanity. And you know, that's a thing, when camels are able to overwhelm crossbows on the right side, that's never a sight that you want to see, I must say.
Yeah, but now he need to go back. He only have to wait. He only have to wait now. He's on the way to Imperial. Well, no way that Red is gonna go up to Imperial. I'm just checking, guys, this panel at the bottom right corner because Miguel is 23 villages lost, and he is still with almost the same villages, than Yellow, and that's the problem here for Anotop. He should be already with 100 villages, but he's not because there's a lot of aggression, and now Teal is trying to raid Red, but he's hitting the town center. Man, even these players cannot micro this. They cannot micro this. The camels need to go and help. But when he's gonna be in Imperial, that's gonna be a huge change. The scores say that they are 1,000 score ahead. They have a lot more villages, similar army, but the timing, the momentum is right now for Los Machos. Los Machos need to hold this. Don't lose this army. The camels are there. He's even sending some armored elephant. That is beautiful to see.
Ooh.
But Teal, nah, it's fine. Teal has so many archers. Lidakor, and he's gonna have +3 in a moment.
Yeah, they're perfectly fine. I mean, on the left side, once again, Margu is moving out, but that's gonna be a cleanup by the crossbows of Slam. And you see another scary sight for mYinsanity to take a look at. Slam is getting ready to start heading Mangada, and that's where it really starts snowballing. Now Dogao is up to Imperial, he's going to have the Arbalests out there, and now it's a full technology advantage. You have an Imperial player, you will have Mangada in the field,
yeah.
And indeed it's a GG.
GG, man.
There is no way back here for mYinsanity.
GG.
Too late, too far gone.
What a crazy game, man. And honestly, I don't even think that has been about the Gurjaras here boost, because the same that we said in the previous game, we have to give the credit that the players deserve when they do. The same that I was, Slam, what happened? In my opinion, the Canadian dominated in this game because he did so much damage constantly all the time. Obviously, Green did his job as well, but Sito was pushing back. Dogao was also in Imperial. But in this one, Slam did a really, really good job. He was all over the map all the time, Mr. Lidakor.
Yeah, he finished the game with 23 villagers killed and 0 lost. And that, like, even just the fact that he didn't lose a single villager is difficult to accomplish on this map. But when you kill 23 and you don't lose a single one, that just tells you how good of a game Slam has had. He was able to keep that army alive for a long time, ultimately ended up cleaned up inside the base of Anotov. But by the time that happened, he just did a tremendous amount of damage, both on Anotov, on Margu as well. And with that, it was just a snowball from that point on. Dogao, he has also gone up to Imperial, get a technology advantage for himself, but yeah, I have to agree with you. I think the MVP, the most valuable player of this game, has to be Slam. He has played a really clean game,
and check his echo.
much better than game number 1.
And check his echo also. I mean, his economy as a flank was the best economy in the game. Not by far with Dogao, but Dogao was with the Vikings, but 30 villages more. 30 villages more. Was in a great position. And guys, the series, as we expected, are close. And we're going to go into game number 3 because these are deciders. And who is winning is going to play into the quarterfinals, guys. Let's go, guys, because this is game number 3, and this map is just insane. We're gonna focus now completely into the action, and oh boy, oh really boy, what is going to be this? If the game started for me, but you are watching the players, which is great, and here we are with Los Machos versus Insanity, Miguel Chimera as a pocket, and Mahyars the other pocket. I always like to see both pockets first, and then Japanese Incas, Mayans and Malians. I mean, pretty sick civilization, and the action is really warranted, Mr. Lidakor.
It sure is. Japanese Khmer, nice duo over here. I'm actually curious about the Incas, though, because, you know, I'm a cultured man. I've always loved the Inca villager rushes, but they're kind of outdated nowadays with all the changes affecting them. So I'm actually curious how Incas will be played here, because I think Khmer and Japanese are pretty straightforward. Other side, though, I love the Magyars pick. I think it's one of the most underappreciated civilizations on this map. Super powerful feudal age scouts play combined with a crazy food eco could easily snowball a game. So honestly, I like mYinsanity civilizations here a little bit better.
Yeah, well, I don't even think that they are really underrated. I think they value them really, really well because they are picking them quite a lot. Remember, guys, that Mahyars are cheaper scouts. They are forging, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's complicated because for me, I think they have better early civilizations, but the longer the games goes, I'm not so sure for Cito. And I explain you what I mean. When Khmer is able to make farms, but that's the problem here. Khmer is kind of tricky here. You want to make farms to have the superpower with this Sith, but here you make farms not so early. You have a lot of shortfish, so this is complicated. The biggest deal here, Lidakor, is the coordination. The team much better coordinated will win the game because this map is insane. And let's analyze a little bit for the viewers, you know. You have all these shortfish, but the map is immense with a lot of flat areas with gold, stone, even more ostrich, a lot of wood. But the middle, I mean, if there's a lot of trees, is fully open. As far as I know, and I don't know what you think, most of the people is enjoying this map. They like it a lot because it has so many possibilities.
Yeah, it has a great duality with some of the other maps in the map pool, if you think about that. This is a much more open, aggressive, very feudal-heavy map that we're looking at. And the map pool has some slower-paced maps, like, let's say, Grand Barra, or, you know, even Boulder Forest, or maps like that. Those are slower-paced maps, and you have some very aggressive, very high-intensity early-game maps like this one. And I think it really has with that. If you want to play an open map, an open, very aggressive map, then you're just going to choose this one. But you also have the option to choose some of those slower maps. I think this map really well fits into the map pool of the tournament because it has a very good synergy with what other maps are implemented in the map pack.
Great, because this map, I can say proudly that was my decision. And I'm gonna explain you guys how was the process of selecting this one. There was a tournament done by OGN Empires, and there was a map that was called Monocle that is a bit different. And instead of the surface being in this downhill, it was in an elevation, in a big one, and some of the small change. And then I love it. In a 1v1, I love it. And I thought that it could be great for 3v3. We tested a little bit, and then, yeah, Krasini made those small change, and yeah, I'm very happy. For me, it's my favorite map. I think it's crazy. It's fantastic because the philosophy, you know, the objective of this tournament is to entertain and to be really, really aggressive. And probably is the one that can be most aggressive overall, you know. Even more than, well, Coliseum it is too, you know. But it's a little bit more one strategy, you know, one trick pony, right? This one is a lot more complicated. And now we see already back into the strategies. Barak already for blue. Barak already for purple, and they are super close. They are going to go with militias. Oh, but purple maybe is not going to do militias. He's doing just right now. So, I don't know. And Japanese militias, Lidakor, very strong.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult for Mayans to deal with here, and like it probably doesn't even make a lot of sense for you to go for your own militias because you will just be losing a man-at-arms war against Japanese anyways. So might as well go for the fast archers here with the Mayans. It's a little risky, but as you see, Margu was prepared for a potential early aggression from militias. He already walled in his fishing villagers. So he knows very well that at the beginning he's going to get outnumbered and he needs a little bit of time until the archers show up and deal with the men-at-arms. Other side though, looks like we also have some militias coming in for Anatov from the Malians, and we have seen how Malian men-at-arms fit into the game plan really well because that extra pierce armor that they get is immensely valuable at the beginning of Feudal Age when you only have 1 or 2 archers shooting at them.
Yeah, another point that we forgot to mention, the pocket has changed. Now we have Cito as a pocket, not Anatop. That usually is the pocket. That's something interesting. Very interesting to check. Now we're gonna check if I can put the POV from Anatop because he's trying to make the aggression. So let's see a little bit what he can do. Anatop is trying to make the damage. You can see that he's surrounding Dogao. Dogao is walling a little bit, but you can see how fast you need to be in this game. Really fast. That's he's gonna be open. He's about to be open, and now he forced him to wall even closer. Okay, Blastbit as well. And, well, a lot of action from the start, but he cannot get any damage now, or it can snowball a lot, Mr. Lidakor.
It can indeed snowball a lot, as on the right side, those men-at-arms are just gonna get pushed away for the time being. And right now you're walled, but this is where it gets scary on this map. If you think about it, sure thing, I managed to quick wall, but it's very easy to overchop these baobab trees, or it's very easy to just look away for a split second and then have your walls broken through. So you constantly have to pay attention to your villagers because there's so many things going on around the map, you might not even notice that you're losing villagers. So you need to pay extreme attention on this map, and it's a very high focus, high intensity early game that we're looking at.
Yeah, good thing for Slam is that he did already double archer range. Purple has double archer range too, Blasphemy. So even if he did the mana terms, which sadly for him is not doing any damage, he's not achieving anything, well, he has the archer ranges. The wood for teal is for now defended, but the mana terms is still there. And you have to really be careful because they are +1/+1. Well, they are +1 armor, sorry. Extra armor against range units. Oh, this is doubly stable for Khmer, who is gonna lose a village already. That's sloppy. That's really sloppy. Like, you got the... No, he saved it. He saved it. Oh, wow. He
And
really
you gotta
saved it.
save it. I mean, that's why you pick Khmer here. You actually asked about this one previously. When you pick Khmer on this map, you essentially say, okay, I don't care about my farming bonus. I'm willing to lose it. Because all I care about is my house bonus, and I care about the fact that I don't need to build a barracks to be able to build a stable. So I can just go double stable early and also go for blacksmith. Once again, though, those stables are very inactive. So you see, Miguel is not really using his complete production capabilities. At least he's also idle. Wait a minute. Something is wrong with Miguel. He's severely underperforming when it comes to the food generation. He needs way more food than this.
I don't know about that. I need to check now. We need to check Dogao, because Dogao is now under the pressure again, not dominating. Green is now here cleaning those mana terms. He's pushing a lot on the goal. And where is yellow here? Oh, there's some scout from Miguel in the north. There's a lot of action all over. We need to focus using the action here. Well, he's gonna lose the village. Miguel multitasking. Oh, he did it. Actually, he's gonna save that one, or maybe not, maybe not. He's not letting him go. He's not letting him go. Well, he saved one, but 9 scouts, 15 army for yellow. It's true that he has also spears, but now green doesn't have the barrack. And the spears in this kind of battle is gonna help. The wood is
Look at
open.
the production, man.
The wood is, yeah, but the wood is open. We need to focus in all that. The wood is open. He wallet in the last second, and now he's trying to attack. Oh my God! He's destroying Anotov Village now. Green. He's destroying Anotov Village, but a lot. No, all the villages. Like, he's killing so many. Check now the village number, and it's insanely low now. Wow, he got almost everything there. And green got forging, not scale bar and armor, 8 army, but yellow military is just insane right now. 13 scouts, 4 spears. What is this? My goodness.
Sito's military is very scary, and that's where the Magyar scout discount comes into play. You see, he's also playing double stables, just like Miguel, but Miguel doesn't have consistent production as compared to Sito, and those scout numbers are rising quite rapidly, with bloodlines coming in, a couple of villagers getting picked off as well from the other pocket, Miguel as well, and you get the feel that Sito is getting closer and closer to potentially snowballing this game with the Magyar scouts.
I mean, it's not all about that. I was just showing that yellow has like 20 villages in the shortfish, while green has in the shortfish pretty much 4 villages. That's a disaster in comparison. He's doing now the farmers. Where is where the Khmer you shine. But he has bloodlines. He has +1 armor, yes, but Sito has a lot. He has so many units. It's an insane amount of army, and now he's spamming more and more. What is Islam doing, by the way? We need to check it. He has a lot of archers. He has 18. And Islam seems to be... well, Purple has good army, and he's against Mayans, man. It's a very difficult matchup here for Slam. But
Dogao losing his army on the north. Dogao lost his army, and now the way into his base is wide open. He's the only player from Los Machos that has, like, still a substantial amount of villagers on Shorefish. That might soon change, and with that gold mine also being exposed, the damage potential here for Sito and Anotov on that gold mine is pretty massive.
It's pretty crazy how the Insanity plays so good in aggressive approach. They really do. They really do. And they are doing an amazing job. Now Yellow is doing a skill bar in armor. He's gonna save that village. Yeah, well, he has the tower. But military numbers is insane. Difference. 30 military difference. Blue now is gonna get what? Slam has to be careful. Green is here with the scouts. And the problem is that, well, Slam is gonna go up to Castle Age. Being faster to Castle Age in this map can change many things, but still the numbers are scary. I'm checking now in the South leaderboard with Yellow Scout and Archers. That's just pretty crazy. Really, really crazy. Purple is still with a lot of Archers, but now Slam has to wait because he's up to Castle Age. In a moment, he's up already.
Oh, Dogao is in trouble.
Has been in
He's
trouble
getting
the whole
double
game.
teamed here, and he has to abandon his wood line. Uh-oh, he's in big trouble here. He's in big trouble. He's gonna lose a couple of villagers.
He has been in trouble in the whole game. He's losing a lot. He has 36 villages now, 17 army. Green scouts are there, but the yellow has more. You can see now the battle. You have to be careful. There's so many units. I think this is not a terrible battle anymore because Green has a lot and he's coming with more. Wow, that's a nice clean. That's gonna be a really nice clean. Yeah, that's gonna be a really nice clean. Purple is up, but this up is slower. And those seconds with the upgrades, this is an insane clean. Check out the numbers now. Check out the numbers now because it's getting closer and closer. And one battle here matters a lot. This is exactly the same that can happen with blue. I can't believe that Islam is moving his archers before reaching Castle Edge.
That could be a disaster. Oof. That's a disaster in the making. Like, Sito sees them with the scouts. And Sito has the army to take this. I think they even know that Slam is going up because you can tell that by the drop of the score. I think they're jumping on those archers the moment he reaches Castle Edge. This would be very scary for Slam here.
No, but they're fine. Just look. Green is going around too. He's coming too. Teal is coming as well. They're going to be now for the first time all three together. And now Khmer is going to make a really good thing here. He's going to go up to Castle Edge in a moment, faster than Sito. Sito did a lot of farming. I don't know if he overcommit, but now those farmers are doing the job. Purple, oh my god, Slam don't react in the shortfish. Now he did it, but I still believe that the pocket now is the key. So many archers, rainbow battle here. With what? With blue in Castle Edge, Botkin, and force him to make a tower. Sito is gonna lose all the villages now, and this is gonna be a disaster. He's here with the archers. He's gonna kill the villagers. He has so many scouts. Where to go? Need to go to the left. Don't lose the army. But the archers are there. This is Botkin and crossbows. He's gonna still lose more villages. I really believe that this is a really good moment for Los Machos. I don't know what you think, but it's a really good one because the pocket is gonna be huge far away from the next age. And also the Slam is killing villages on Margot gold miners. Again, the Canadian doing an amazing job. And for me now, the score is kind of tricky. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, this was a really good engagement for Los Machos over here, pushing the pocket out there. The only thing that's concerning right now for Los Machos is Miguel himself, who is under pressure from Margu here. And Margu needs to do a bit of a carrying because Miguel is gonna get up to Castle Edge very soon, likely going to even think about light caps if he keeps adding more scouts. Looks like he stopped making them, so it's just gonna be straight knights. But the problem is that, as you said, Sito has taken a big beating, but he's on the way to Castle Edge, so maybe he was able to survive this one, and we could see a recovery from him. And now Miguel has his entire food eco idled, which is alarming at minimum, because Miguel won't be able to mass-produce knights hitting Castle Edge immediately.
Well, but if he sends a few knights, look at this, again, more villages killing by Sito. Or better say by Islam to Sito. Oof. And again attacking Margot because Margot is trying to kill everyone. Yes, I agree. But who's defending his base? Nobody's defending his base. And nobody's now also defending against those Slam archers who is going out to red, who is in castle. He should go, but he's not going, man. I mean, there's too much going on even for the players. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. And now that Islam is having a crucial moment in the game, we're going to move into his point of view in these moments, just for a moment, to see how difficult it is for the players. It's so difficult. Look, this is what Islam see, and how to focus in everything, Mr. Lidakor. It's so complicated.
This is after already gaming for like an hour and a half or so. This is high focus, high intensity gameplay, constant fighting, non-stop micro, and it's very difficult to keep track of everything, and Slam is doing a great job doing so. So, right now, he's playing one of his best games, I feel, in this set so far. Really good control over that army, and we'll have to see what he can accomplish with that. Especially now, with Dogao having a chance to clean up Margu on the left side, and once that happens, Los Machos will be in a commanding position. You get the feel. Margu actually fighting up hills with the crossbows. That's a terrible fight.
Oh man, he's losing a lot. He's losing a lot. The knights are coming. And now the timing, the momentum. Look at in the middle as well. Islam with the archers. But he's also in the south. And again. Killing so many to Margot. Unbelievable game. Incredible game here by the Canadian with the ballistic. Now moving to the left. He's been in the middle. Those archers is still alive, Lidakor. Those archers from Islam is still alive. But how is even possible that They still ahead. Margot has lost, I mean, how many villages? I don't know. Well, it's not that many at the end. They're killing a lot, everyone to each other, you know. That's pretty crazy. Who has the lead here? I really don't know anymore. Seriously.
Lamb is doing an exceptional job keeping those archers alive, and that's the key to victory. We have seen it in the previous game, and that is the difference between the two teams, really. Because if you take a look at the left side, Margot is going to lose his entire army here. But Slam, he never lost his army. He always is keeping those alive, and now those numbers are increasing rapidly. The reason why Los Machos is still in a good position here is because Slam's army is scary. This being said, you have a scary army as well on the left side for Anatov, so this is far from being over, and I agree with you. This is still an open game out there, especially with now town centers being added on both sides to recuperate the villager losses. 213 population against 207, as close as it can get in a 3v3.
Wow, amazing game so far, guys. One of the best games for sure, because it can also go for a longer game. Now that they are not in the TCs, it's a snowball, but they can go for Imperial. I know that many people love to see those Imperial battles, and well, it can happen, who knows? Blue is still coming with so many archers. He got Ballistic, he got Thumbring, he got everything. There's a tower, but doesn't matter. He got so many more units, much more units. Slam is killing a lot here. Is gonna kill Purple or not? Well, he's going back because there's a tower, but he just need to go back a little bit. He can keep killing, and he's doing a really good job. Yellow need to raid, and he's raiding. But Green now is reacting really fast. My goodness, I don't really know.
Coming in.
Yeah.
And look at the pocket.
Ooh, Anatop here, but where is Dogao? Dogao is in the north. Well, he need to go back. He has the town center, but the gold miners are going to be destroyed probably. Miguel has to move, because if he's not moving here, wow. And now go for houses. You need to go for houses right now. Okay, Teal is killing a lot to Red as well. They both are killing each other, but oh man, after all this killing, wow, and now Red killing more, getting killed by the Knights. Look at the village numbers. The game is in 31 minutes. And the village numbers just decrease. They decrease. You know, instead of increase, they are decreasing. Red is losing everything. So many villages as well. And now Sito, oh my goodness. On the right side now, also archers here by Slam, killing purple villages. Lidakor, this is madness.
This is Miguel as well. Absolute chaos. You could say it's insanity. Everywhere we look, there is dead villagers lying on the battleground. Small groups of armies just cleaning up villagers. That villager kill death ratio is just going up in the skies because everybody is losing villagers here. Not a single villager left alive. You get the feel. If you're a villager on this map, boy, you are in danger.
That's why the score difference, it's not so high. But now we have Los Machos with more villages overall. When it looks like this will be behind, they have more. But Army is not. Oh, he's losing a guy on the TC. Oh my God, really? Taking everything here. Lidakor. What is this? But you have to tell me.
DC he gets denied.
Yeah,
and
Lidakor.
Dogao, about a minute ago, he pinged these exact locations. I think he actually pinged the gold mines because he knows that's where you place TCs, and that's what you have to deny. Look at that. Once again.
And again,
oh man,
deja vu, man, deja vu on the right side. We have to say to each other where it is, but I think we're more or less watching this properly. This is insane. 32 villages, but he has 54 archers. Not anymore. Well, Blue is coming here with some crowds. Look at the micro by the Canadian. He's dancing like in the disco. He's sending one archer forward, but Red is doing the same. Who is gonna take this battle? Well, it's almost the same archer, so now finally Green is gonna be clean to keep going. 53 villages. Sito has a lead into the boom, you know? A lead into the boom, and there's Raid now also for the light caps. And now Purple, it's coming to take some army from Slam, from the Canadian. Military numbers, Insanity is still ahead. Village is still 30 villages more. So in this situation, the longest the game goes, the better should be for Los Machos if you have 30 villages more. Well, you never know, because then this can switch in 2 minutes, Lidakor. Crazy.
Absolutely, I mean, especially with those crossbows from Margu once again marching towards the base of Miguel here. Also did quite a lot of damage inside Slam's eco, and I agree with you. Right now, the lead is in the hands of Los Machos, most likely, but that could swing in just a blink of an eye.
Look at this battle.
Especially because you still have a lot of exposed villagers on both sides.
But look at this battle. He have with Incas here now 47 archers, and then the TC is close. He need to move back. He has the tower. He was going to be against 2, and now Dogao is micro like God. Look at the score. Look at the score here. He's being now dangerous. Dogao, Slam, and Miguel seems to be getting ahead. I don't know anymore. Who is this, man? I don't know anymore. Aye. Well, and I don't remember.
Card. Yeah. If you're mYinsanity, your wild card is your ability to raid, because I think the big concern right now for Los Machos, despite the fact that right now Dogao is sitting on 50 crossbows and Stam is sitting on almost 40, is that they don't have any cavalry. Not at all. They have 5 knights on the battlefield, and this is something that Cito could exploit with the knights he already has for raiding. I think raiding is the name of the game. You gotta make sure that those crossbows stay back at home for Dogao and Slam by just constantly raiding their bases with the knights you have.
Yeah, and right now he has 13 knights. Doing what? He has been without the +2 knights. Miguel? Oh my god. Well, Miguel has 72 villages. The good thing, I like what Miguel did. He knew that he was punished a little bit with the echo. Now he's probably gonna start to make knights again. I believe he did already now more booms, 75 villages, same as Cito. But Miguel has to react faster, because right now he's not having army and not even husbandry. I don't know what you think, but those upgrades are crucial. And he's getting ready in the south. Miguel multitasking is not being great. Look, 1 knight in the south, killing Belize, and he doesn't react. You really need to be super quick in these situations. And it feels that Miguel is a little bit slow at this point.
Yeah, Cito is doing a great job raiding, by the way. Let's not take credit away from him. Like, he's non-stop sending in knights and the light cavalry with the raids. And Miguel is losing a lot of villagers, and now look at the left side. Looks like we have a big battle in the making here, because it is a 2 versus 1. On the other hand, oh, this is terrible for Dogao. I think he wanted to imp here with the army he had, but he might not be able to.
Well, he need to go back. He need to protect those archers with the town center. Now green is massing knights. I like that. 12, but he lost some villages. Slam is also killing a lot to Margot. It's incredible the amount of army these guys have, seriously. Like, purple is losing how many times he has lost all the archers, and he still have 53. I mean, seriously. 103 army for Los Machos, 118. Los Machos is still ahead with the boom, yes, but man, for how long is this? Ooh, this battle is so important. What do you prefer? Guys, nice +2 and so many crops, or 2 bunch of crops as well? The answer is clear. Yellow is coming, so 3 army versus 2. This battle can be terrible.
Los Machos here.
No, but the knights are coming.
Looks a lot better for Los Machos. That's a lot of steel crossbows.
Oof.
I think they're winning this.
Yeah, they should be, and the knights are here too. Look at the amount of crossbows. Now the knights are not enough from yellow. This is an amazing game from Dogao. Look his score. Look his score right now with the boom. The experience of these guys as well. We have to remember they are getting raided, but this game is insane. And now we need to. I cannot even check the webcams. I don't have time. I don't know if you can see if they react or not. If they are talking a lot, but even you guys as viewers probably are busy to check the webcams, because this is so much action here. I love what Slam did with the towers and War Tower upgrade, Mr. Lidacor. Amazing move here with the Canadian.
Yeah, Guard Tower helps a lot against those Mangonels. They are conscious about the fact that they're winning on the left side, because Dogao is gonna go Imperial with the army he has, but he must make sure he's not losing that army, and suddenly we could see a quick swing here. If their army goes down the drain, Dogao is going to reach Imperial with no army, and that's a complete disaster. Slam also planning to go into Imperial here. Window is slowly closing here for mYinsanity. They have to do damage very soon.
They're trying for sure. They're attacking all the time. When we check the KD, the KD is just insane. I mean, just look at the KD, guys. This is the Echo KD, and the other KD, if I find it, well, is here. And this is Castle Age. 42 minutes. So many crobbles, but the problem is, as you mentioned, I'm not checking too much the bottom corner, just checking this battle. Red is coming with so many archers. Now in the middle, there is now blue with a lot of archers. Green is moving to teal, but purple has, I mean, seriously. Purple has a disgusting amount of army, but Imperial Age. And is he going to go Eagles? Is transition to Eagles for Dogao?
Possibly. I mean, he has to consider that he could continue archers, because Anatov also has to make a tech switch over here.
It's Eagles. He's doing already the +1 armor.
Ooh.
He's gonna go Eagles.
Do you want to do it against Do you want to do it
what?
against Malians?
Well, but
Because Malians will have to switch away from the archers anyways.
Yeah, but they don't have mobility. I mean, he can go long swords, but with the Eagles, he can't raid everything. You know, in this
But
map,
they're very close.
the Eagles can raid everything. And I believe that he's gonna go Eagles. He's doing the barracks, he's doing Eagles. He has a lot of gold. Look at the food. This is insane. Insanity now with double army. The problem is that now Islam need to survive because Purple has so many archers. Look at the tower. This is, I mean, what is this? Well, what is this? I don't know anymore. My goodness. Now Miguel has quite a lot of army, finally. 26 knights. 26 knights, and look at the army from Sitor now. Gone. So that's so many units, and Islam is going to be in Imperial. I really believe that Los Machos are now in a really great position. And guys, the Elite Eagle Warriors will happen. This is one of the craziest games we have seen till now in the tournament. Don't know what you think, Lidacor, seriously.
It's a crazy game, just non-stop action all across the map, and now the window is closing for mYinsanity, especially because Margu and Anatov decided to switch towards Dogao's side, and like there is nothing to kill at Dogao's base. Dogao is going to switch into Eagles. Like they don't know this, but it would have been better to just switch or stay on the side of Slam rather, because Slam is now reaching Imperial, and the best thing that you could have done here is just trade off your crossbows to the crossbows of Slam before Slam gets the imp upgrades for them. Now it's a little too late, and with Polite Mail coming in as well for the Eagles, they have already gotten Fabric Shields. They have good upgrades here. These are Eagles, which are not spectacular, but they still beat Castle Age crossbows easily.
Yeah, for sure. It's not elite. It's not elite Eagles yet. Let's see those raiding. 99 village he need army, 14 army. The amount of army from Purple and Red is insane.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
No way.
It's losing all. It's losing
Look
all.
at the
You
right
have to tell me
side.
where. Yeah. But I'm checking the other side
Look at
on
the
the
right
left because. But look at the left. On the left is 25 knights against 88 archers. The problem is that those archers are Castle Age archers. You're gonna lose some villages. Yes, those villages are with armor because they have the upgrade for the plasmid, but those still not elite eagles. Now elite eagle warrior, and I'm telling you something. When he gets 30 eagles with the +6 armor, they're gonna kill absolutely everything. They are not elite yet, but the knights are coming. This is huge amount of army, and this is gonna be a brutal battle. Red is gonna lose absolutely everything. It's going to disappear. Red army, man. It's going to disappear for sure. Purple finally on the way to Imperial. But those eagles, bye-bye. And the archers from Islam, killing a lot. I will focus here because Purple is going to disappear as well. And look at the score now. Los Machos are doing, well, both teams, an incredible game. Really incredible game. Yeah, I mean,
Los
seriously.
Machos, though, in massive control now. There is no response to the Elite Eagles right now. You're aging up to Imperial if you're Margu, but what are you going to do? Like, your entire army was crossbows, that's going to get wiped out in a blink of an eye. And I think, I'm not sure if he actually missed it, but Margu was mining stone for a long time. He's currently sitting at 39 stone, and he lost like 15 for the villagers. It's actually possible that he went for it for a castle and he lost it.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure about that one, but I think that's what
know.
happened, and that's just going to make his life even more painful.
I mean, I don't know. How can we say what is going on? Is it possible? Now Red doing war towers. War tower, there's a lot of knights here, but these arbalists, a lot of archers. They are trying to stop Slam. Slam also with now a lot of army and is in Imperial. They have to be careful because Purple got so many units. Obviously, you need some micro. There's another tower here, and Slam might lose that army. Yes, he will. But the Eagles and the Knights combined are just destroying Red. Red is on the way to Imperial, and he has 0 army right now. 0 military. A lot more army now from Los Machos who are taking the towers. They're gonna kill the villages as well. This is a brutal game. A brutal game with the yellow on the way to Imperial. With green about to go up to Imperial, but now Miguel has 40 Knights. 40 Knights. This is... Oh man, Purple Margot Imperial with 81 Arbalest potentially. 81 Arbalest, but Red is cleaned, and the biggest problem, Yellow, is gonna be clean as well. Oh, this is the Imperial TC. This is the Imperial TC, where the Eagles are from Teal, but he's not attacking the TC.
Yeah, they don't know it.
Yeah, they don't know, obviously.
I mean, does it matter? Like,
Yeah,
does
wow.
it really matter for Anatov to reach Imperial? He's down to 50 villagers, yet to get any Imperial Age technology for his infantry. Try to switch to longswords here. Not a single blacksmith tech out there. I feel like even if he gets that Imperial in, it's not going to help at all. Like, right now, mYinsanity is in a very, very difficult spot. They still have the crossbows of Margu, but what is it that going to do against, like, soon Imperial Age cavalry, and, more importantly, elite eagles?
A slam horse collar, minute 52. Unbelievable. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. And as you mentioned, here we are, even with the coinage, man, because he has food, he has gold. And man, oh, Red is out of the game. Purple 58 village, 67 army, the most army in the game by far. Insanity, well, after all this raid, they still with more army in numbers. But the quality of the army now, well, Elite is not so many. But Khmer is doing a castle in the middle that is not gonna be up, is not gonna be up, is not gonna be up. Because Citeaux, they keep coming, they are trying to keep staying in the game. The score is a difference, but are gonna kill all the villages? Yes, and that's a doubt castle for sure. Miguel won't do that one, and now the Arbalists need to go back. He's gonna lose a lot of villages to Miguel. Yes, he will. And on the right, Slam again now killing a lot of villages to Purple. Where's Purple Army? I mean, where's his archers? I don't know where the archers are. Do you find them?
It's far left. It's in the far left corner, still yet to be upgraded to Arbs, and they are being pursued. They are being pursued relentlessly by the Eagles. It's a matter of time until they are cleaned up. And the problem is that you've reached Imperial, you even have a standing army out there, but what's the eco looking like to back this up for mYinsanity? 140 villagers lead in the favor of Los Machos. Feels like an insurmountable lead in the favor of Miguel Dogao and Slam.
Yeah, and as you can see, guys, now Miguel is doing Cavalier, Plate Barden Armor, Pikeman Upgrade for Dogao. I don't even know for what. Well, Hussars, it's true that Citeaux still have crazy amount of farms, as you can see. Crazy amount of farms from Citeaux. 73 farmers there, or even more probably, but it looks kinda 2 versus 3. Remember that when they are in Imperial, you can start to slink and do whatever you want regarding with the resources. You could even trade, but right now, it really looks like they have 3 corners. They really have 3 corners, because, yeah, Dogao, what is that? The army he's doing? It's still Eagles. Still Eagles. And those Arbalists, as you were talking, are getting killed now by the Eagles. And he doesn't have too many, but those are very strong. Look how strong they are. They're really, really strong. On the middle, Hussars. But Hussars is an old. Well, Green is doing Hussars too. And we see how Islam is sitting up the market. Miguel the market as well. Market for Teal. I could not believe that we see... well, I mean, I was expecting to see this kind of game for the late game in African Sprint. And it's happening. They are doing the trade. But it looked like they don't need the trade, because right now they have 140 villages more, double the army, and this is a spectacular game that is almost impossible to analyze. They just killed a lot more villages to Insanity during all the game, and also they were doing a better boom earlier, Mr. Lidacor. That's crazy.
Absolutely, it's a very chaotic game. If you just look at the mini-map for a second, the mix of colors out there is just telling you the story behind this one of how chaotic this game has been. But yeah, it was about the transitions.
Whoa,
Yep.
man. And you see
GGFF, as Slam says, GGFF.
Well, that was obviously not intended, you know. GG wanted to make GGGGG, you know. But man, what a game, guys. What a
crazy
damn game, seriously. This is pure Battle of Africa, you know. But now this is a punch into the moral of Insanity, because this was their home map. And now they have a lot to think again. A lot to think again. It's been insane, seriously. But they are not even smiling, because they know that the job is not done yet. They are 2-1 ahead, but they need to finish the job. And wow, military. Look at the military, please. Dogao killed 358 units, Slam 243, 200. Well, everyone 200, man. Like, it's insane. Margot 88, largest army. But economy, it was also very important here. And all Los Machos, Lidacor, around, yeah, a lot of resources, more than Margot and Anatop, for example. Crazy economy lead.
This is one of those games where you simply can't point to a single thing that changed the game. You can't even say these are the things that one team lost or one team won because of. It was accumulation of everything that happened throughout the game. All these raids from minute one, really. Losing villagers on each side, being able to conserve the army as compared to losing a small group of archers, the transitions, the timings of those transitions, what you can really get from those transitions. Did your Imperial Age timing benefit you a reasonable power spike and something that allowed you to damage the opponent, or weren't you able to capitalize on your power spikes? It's a combination of everything that went through in this game, and ultimately all the things that happened in this game added up a lot better for Miguel's team as compared to what we have seen from mYinsanity. And now Los Machos move into a match point, one game away from securing their spot in the quarterfinals and one game away from knocking mYinsanity out of Battle of Africa 3.
Brutality, guys. 2-1. 2-1, guys. That was an insane game. We keep going, and ladies and gentlemen, it's, oh my god, man, all the civilizations I said. Britons, Cumans, and Bohemians, well, my goodness, I want to see the emoticons in the chat. Britons, Cumans, and Bohemians versus Burgundians, Italians, and Malay. There is a pause instantly, I don't know for what, but they have the civilizations there. And even if there is a pause, we can talk about what is going on. And what do you think about these civs? Because I really believe that Insanity has crazy, great civilizations, really.
It's a really good trio, I must say. I love it a lot. Other side, if you take a look, it's a little bit more underwhelming. I actually get the impression of what we discussed in game number 1 with the Franks versus Hindustanis in Arabia, where one team seems to have brought in a bit more of the reserved / second tier civilizations, whereas the other team, that is mYinsanity, they brought out the big guns. Cumans, Britons, Bohemians here, that's no joke. Whereas on the other side, Italians, Malay, Burgundians, it's not a bad combination, but yeah, I agree with you. I think mYinsanity has a way better combo here.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if it's about the combo, because as you mentioned, Malay, it's difficult to face because you can go up super quick. Is that Cumans can be very strong. You can go scout and then you add the second TC. But Britons, in this kind of map, like, I know that Islam has Italians, but Britons, faster production archery ranges. And if you reach Castle Age in a good position, how in this map you gonna counter their range? I mean, I'm so surprised, Lidacor, that they let them to pick this civilization in this. Britons is a must to be banned, in my opinion.
And the thing that is worth highlighting here is that 20% faster working ranges, that's not just a bonus for the Britons, that's a team bonus, which means that not only are you buffing yourself, you're buffing a Bohemian teammate that does have access to Castle Age chemistry, and that combination makes it even more dangerous. I agree with you. I think right now, in this combination, Britons is a very dangerous civilization to play against, and this is going to be a tough one to crack for Miguel's team.
Yeah, well, the chance is to be faster, but how to be faster here if you don't lame? They are really used to make those crazy up times without even mill, so I don't know. Obviously, with Malay, you can do it. He's trying to go for the woodland purple, as you can see. For now, it's going to be a little bit slow. They are just setting up everything. 3 village on wood for Miguel. With Burgundians, Burgundians is great, that's for sure. But Cumans as well, and he has 3 village on wood. That means, I believe that obviously Anotop is going to go army, because if you don't go army, you die. But if you then wall yourself and make the second TC, Cuman's Echo can be very, very sick. Burgundians too, like if you do both on heavy plow during Feudal Age, like I remember the Viper the last weekend using Burgundians in this map exactly, and he did all the economy upgrades in Feudal Age, you know, and going army and so on, and then he got a brutal economy. So it's kind of complex, you know. For me, this time is more about the flanks than the pockets even.
Yeah, that's going to be one to look at for sure. And as you were just saying, when it comes to grabbing those eco upgrades, Miguel's already bringing in the double bit accent. That could actually be a great way to compensate for your lower amount of villagers with the Burgundians as compared to the Cumans. And yeah, it's actually a pretty decent matchup in between these two pockets. Like, the Burgundians definitely have the capacity to mostly match the Cuman economy with the earlier eco upgrades.
Let's see now, guys, how is Dogao Dogao doing? I think we have not checked just Dogao POV, so this is the opportunity to see the Brazilian. There's a lot of Brazilian fans absolutely there checking with a blue color that is kind of teal, I will say. I don't know, you can see. You guys can tell me your opinion, but this looks more than teal than blue, and team colors already. For now, everyone is just pushing the economy, and well, before the storm, it's gonna be all calm, right? And this is how it is right now. But you know, and you have seen, guys, how these maps are working, and there's gonna be a lot of aggression.
Dogao is the only player on the planet, or at least in a pro scene, that uses that special blue color. I think that was something like a summer event back in when was that? 2020 maybe? Where you could unlock, I remember you could unlock a bunch of new colors, like essentially a new variation of each built-in color. And most of them were disgusting, and that was in the days where the mod automatically got enabled, and everybody was freaking out that they had to play with those colors. Looks like Dogao likes this so much that he ended up playing with that alternate blue. I think he's the only pro player that has ever even considered going for that color.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but it's probably the first time that I have seen, so yeah. If he's used, it doesn't matter, you know, they feel comfortable with what they use constantly, right? Slam is already up. Green is up. Dogao is not up, but doesn't matter because he's Malay. And the time up is almost the same between the pockets. Almost the same with the flanks. Dogao is going to be probably faster up. And then I want to see if yellow is doing the barrack. Because for now, I don't see any barrack. I believe we will. But yeah, he's doing. I mean, he has to do army. Otherwise, the flanks you will just die completely against 2 versus 1, which is not gonna be happening. We don't see militias in this one. We have seen many times in Donut with militias, seem that they are going to go pure archers. And remember, guys, I will remind you again that in these areas, rogues, you know, you can't build anything. That's why you cannot really wall completely. And the action is gonna be guaranteed, even if it looks really, really close. Now, Cito Scout. Who's gonna lose this scout? Okay. A little bit better here, Los Machos.
Yeah, looks like we do have one scout being taken down here from Cito, but he's already got the archer ranges coming up.
Oh, wow.
Whereas on the other side, Slam also dropping double ranges. I do want to highlight how Slam placed his wood line to the south of his TC. He had to walk a lot, and it's kind of exposed. Well, he probably wanted to make sure there is no way to sneak past this Acacia tree forest, because we have seen in previous games that there could be 1 or 2 openings here in the middle, and you don't want to get your lumberjacks surprised by a bunch of archers marching through the forest.
Yeah, and also usually they don't expect, because most of the times the woodlines are in sight, close to the big wood in the middle. As you can see, everyone did like this. So Slam maybe like this is gonna have that wood safe completely, you know. So let's see what is gonna happen. Thank you guys for the support, really appreciate it. Double archery range, look at the blacksmith, and fletching the already heavy plow is doing all the operates, man. This Burgundians is a crazy civilization. Economically talking, Mr. Lidakor is fantastic. But well, let's focus on the right, because Margot is coming already with the archers a little bit faster than Dogao. Dogao is starting in most of the games is slow, and then he's playing better and better the longer the game goes. If you have noticed, Lidakor.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like that super early game type of thing. In fact, oftentimes when he plays 2v2s with Miguel, he just goes for that rush fast castle approach, same thing. Like, he likes a more passive opening and then just go for that mid-late game aggression. That's where he really starts to shine. And he's got a very safe playstyle, which actually plays right into his hand when he's playing an archer civilization.
Oh,
simply because...
How is Slam? In the hole, in the Acacia, as we were talking before, but now who got it is Cito, forced to make a tower, he take a valley, and the Canadian got a hole in the Acacias, and now he's there. Look at this, now with the scouts as well, and he's killing 3 villages already. Islam is playing Yusa insane cities, except the first game, I mean, he speed up his level like a lot, Mr. Lidakor. Look at this amount of villages.
I'm called Lidakor. But you figure it out.
Cito,
yeah, that's a great start here for Slam, and this is why I appreciated so much how he moved his lumberjack to the south. Because when you're playing a flank on this map, it is very possible that there is like a random hole or a causeway through that Acacia Tree Forest, and it's very difficult to detect, very difficult to find, and you could easily find yourself losing 4 or 5 villagers to something like that. That's a great start for Slam, and we talked about how can you match up against the English here on this map. Well, one great way to do that would be to just wipe out 4 villagers from the English player.
Yeah, but now they have to be careful. Why? More army for yellow and red. And he knows, he noticed. He's gonna lose an archer, that shouldn't happen. Need to send the archers back. The tower is going to be up. Miguel doesn't have enough scouts right now. He has 3, and yellow got more. Blue is also with the scout, but this is a good house, and the tower is gonna be up in time. He's gonna lose maybe a villager, maybe not. He's focusing on the army. You can see that killing villagers is important, but taking the army is even more important. The tower obviously is gonna help. Now sending more scouts, and he's in a great timing. He should be here on the goal, but he's not. And now need to go back.
Yeah, but it's not the gold. It's about the lumberjacks. This is the danger, and this is the risk you take about your lumberjacks when you move to the south. You're very far away. He's gonna have to make a run for this one. Miguel for now is shielding it for him. Looks like he's actually gonna make it back home. Nice reaction by Slam, but this could have gotten a lot more concerning than what it turned out to be.
He's doing blast with the market. I don't know what Green is trying with the market there. Probably he needs a second stable, but now they are going to go to the pocket. I don't know. Need to go back. And now we start also in the problem that the Cumans can make bloodlines, not Burgundians. Burgundian has a great economy, yes, but well, he will have to rely into the blast with upgrade. He's doing +1 armor. What happened in the other side? In the other side, we see how, well, similar numbers. And Dogao is fine. He's not getting attacked at home, so he's good. And Miguel, using the market, he made the tower on the goal and now second stable. Need to do more army. And I insist, even if they kill quite a lot of villages, here is more important the army. And Britons is giving them a huge advantage. And now Green is gonna be in problems. Well, the scouts are there. You need to make it. No, he's fine. He's fine. He's gonna make it. And the tower is up. Oof. I don't know, man. But Britons
you have
is so good.
+1 defense for Miguel. But at this point, it's all about delaying, because behind this one, let's keep in mind that there's a Cuman player that's booming. So all you want to do is just make sure that, you know, there is not a lot of aggression going towards the Cuman player or the Briton player. And ultimately, you are going to capitalize on that economy. And you see, Slam is also under constant pressure, forced to stay inside his base thanks to just being outproduced plain and simple by the Britons when it comes to archer production. And on the other side, you see that Dogao has to start adding skirmishers, which for now works, but in the long run, that's going to hurt him quite badly.
Lidakor, and everyone in the stream, check the military numbers all the time. They also have more villages. Why? Because he's already with 2 TCs, 2 ton centers here for Anatop, 4 TCs villages, but Green is about to go up to Castle Age with similar army than Yellow. Slam started really well, but now he has to migrate all the time the lumberjacks. That's a disaster. Britons are so hard. Man, the amount of farming Cito has, it's just...
Look at the red archers. I mean, there's a group that's marching inside Slam's base. There's a new group that's joining them from the south. And there's a third group that's breaking through those walls right now. It's already 26 archers on the battlefield. Slam is sitting at 16. This is looking grim for Slam because he's simply unable to access wood. You see, he's forced to make a defensive tower on his lumberjacks. He's gonna be fine in the long run. The question is whether, well, it's not even a whether, it's more about how much he's going to be delayed as compared to Cito here.
Well, he's definitely delayed, but he's still with 1 village more, 2 villages more, getting some idle. Now he has the llamas a little bit safer. I think he will make some small walls into that tower. But teal is up faster than purple. Purple is about to click up, but Dogao is gonna be there. And super fast because he's Malay. That can snowball a lot. And green is gonna be up also faster than yellow. So he will have 3 stables with potential cavaliers there. And with Chambered in Armor, they can do the job. So we have seen how important the Castle Age transition is, and everything can change with that. I know, yellow is up with 53 villages, but it's still not yet there. And green is gonna be there now in 25 seconds.
Yeah, that could be a good move here from Miguel, indeed. He's got a lot of resources to burn as well, so even some idle time on his farms isn't going to hurt his ability to produce knights. Dogao also reaching Castle Age here, but this is where it gets interesting. He only has 13 archers on the battlefield. In fact, he's going for Elite Skirm, which in this current micro scenario is a perfectly fine choice, but the moment the cavalry arrives from Anatov, Dogao could be in trouble because Elite Skirms is going to be a technology that essentially goes down the drain.
And another hole here on the Wow Woodland. There's a scout that is going to lose now 5 villages for sure. 5 villages down. Now he's coming here with the archers and the skirmishers. Another crazy and madness game. Well, we will see. Los Machos is still with the score lead, but Purple is well defended for now. He has that army, he has Botkin, he's gonna try to break in, and he will break in. It's really weak, those palisade. Green sending some scout to raid, and let's see what those cavaliers can do. He's gonna try to pick the relics as soon as possible, and remember that the Kuman's boom is still there on the field. And Sito is trying to sneak those archers. Well, he has the tower here, and the Canadian is up to Castle Age, yes, but he's gonna be faster. It's gonna be faster, the Britons, and Britons in Castle Age here with 1 extra range right away. Wow.
The passage! Look at the base of Sito! Once again, it has to be the same passage.
I think there's a hole somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. Let me just check.
I don't know, like... Feels like it's the same scenario we've already had once.
I'm just checking. I'm going a little bit faster speed. And how Islam is going in? I don't know. No. It went all around. It will really all around. Yeah, it will all around here, so it's all good. Now the archers keep coming. Yeah, I'm gonna put fast speed. And he just jump in there, because the archers from Sito are on his base, so he has nothing, and now he's gonna move. We're gonna catch up the live game in a moment, guys. We just wanted to see this. And now here we are with those camels. Let me just see how the game is going, because Teal has the advantage. Now we are live completely. And, but it's impossible, man. Like, those Breton archers are just sick. And it's not only the range. It's the amount of army he has right now. It's so many. It's really so many. There's the tower. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that could be a lot of the villagers for Slam.
Now he will lose all, man.
Look at that.
It's too many, man. I mean,
yeah, there's nowhere to go. And you can dive under the tower when you have like 30 crossbows underneath it. You will lose a couple, but trading off 5 crossbows to 6-7 villagers is a great trade here, especially when you're playing the Britons. So losing a couple of crossbows won't put you behind. And look at this, now Slam could be intercepted here before he gets the crossbow upgrade. That's even more painful for him here. Although Sito looks like he noticed it a little too late. At least we're gonna have Slam closing the distance.
Well, military numbers is similar, which is crazy. Now on the... Oh man, he is killing so many units. Maybe he can go to the gold miners. Slam keep trying to do the job. In the other side, the Cavaliers are doing the oath. Not really. Teal is now gonna get destroyed. Why? Because again, Miguel is not fighting together. Where's Miguel army? He has so many, but I don't see the army in the right spot. Well, he's trying to send to the left. No. Where's the army? Where's Miguel? Well, I don't know where the Cavaliers are.
Oh, it's in between his base and Slam's base.
Oh my goodness. They're chilling. Okay. Well, I mean, taking a nap is good in between.
They want to take down Sito's army. But if you look at the north, it's not looking good right now for Dogao. Dogao is getting double teamed big time. And let's keep in mind, there's a 20 villagers difference between the two teams for a long time now.
Well, but that's the Kumans. So he's just a pocket, you know, has 1 TC. Now he's gonna clean all the archers probably here in the south, yes. But Dogao now sadly has no army at all. You can see so many knights are coming. And you know what? Oh man, a decided game that gonna decide everything. One game that's gonna put them into the quarterfinals, top 8 in the tournament. That's gonna be epic if it's happened, because right now, check out the army, man. It's not that big difference. It looks like they are super ahead, but look at the score. It's crazy.
Yeah, score is actually head-to-head. So are the army counts. If Miguel's team is able to cut into that villager deficit, they still have a good choice, or a good chance here. And there is the Cavaliers moving up on the left side. Finally, we could see a double team on the left, but Anatov is coming in with the cavalry, and Knight numbers essentially even to the Cavalier numbers. And this fight, this is not going to be good enough on the left side here for Miguel's team.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good for them. I think with those Cavaliers and the Crossbows here, it will be fine. They have so many Cavaliers. You can see the Crossbows, they have more. So if they take those Knights, now they're gonna be able to clean a lot. And remember that he's Britons, he has more Knights, more Cavaliers. Well, he's kinda even, but the Cavaliers is still alive.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty deep.
this is not good enough.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough because yellow is still sending more, and I don't see green sending anything because now he's on the right. You see, he's trying to be in both sides because both flank has the disadvantage, but man, the score is switching all the time. The military numbers is still in favor. I really believe that is because of the kills, but army is still increasing, and village number is just insane. Yellow 83 villages is a lot, really a lot, but green has all the economy upgrades. Heavy plow, bozo, handcart, and right now 17 cavaliers. And those cavaliers so have a lot to kill those. Oh my god, taking the Magonal. I am on the right side checking, also on the left. There's too much going on again, Lidakor. Too much going on. Pretty sick, seriously.
But I guess the main show will be stolen by the fact that Dogao is once again banking up resources for Imperial, and you mentioned the Malayan power spike before. If he can keep a reasonable army alive here, he could get to Imperial, and suddenly the entire game swings in their favor. The problem is keeping that army alive, because right now he's being overrun by crossbows, and Miguel's knights or cavaliers are just not here to help.
Yeah, I mean, how to keep alive when his opponent has 42? 42 archers with Bohemians. That he has chemistry? No. He has ballistic. He didn't make chemistry. Imagine if he's doing chemistry. That is going to be really difficult. But Teal, it's only need the buildings. He did it and he's about to click up to Imperial. The Cavaliers are coming all on the right, but now he's also on the left. This is insane. 62 Cavaliers for the pocket, the other 95, but they still have Miguel a lot of Cavaliers. The problem is that he has to be 50% on the left, 50% on the right, and he probably need all the Cavaliers in one spot to really dominate. Don't know what you think.
I agree. I think you have to force a decisive engagement on one side and then switch sides. But right now you can't afford to split the attention of your knights, because if you take a look at the right side, it's only Margu. So mYinsanity is double teaming the left side, which means that if you're not double teaming the left side yourself, you will be outnumbered by definition. And this could have a severe impact on right now Slam's eco. He's getting overrun, he's going to start losing villagers, and Salam is in a big trouble here. He needs more assistance from Miguel here ASAP.
Well, Miguel is there with those Cavaliers, but they are not really helping. He's killing now a lot. The score is starting to grow. It's really starting to grow. We see the only possibility here to maybe Los Machos be able to come back from the damn hell, and it's the Imperial approach. Now, here Imperial from Dogao, but those Cavaliers are an oath. Well, we see 10 Cavaliers, then we see the Knights. I will unselect so you can see everything. Is this an oath Cavaliers? He got so many archers, man. Look at those. Okay.
And more are coming. That's the problem. You clean this up and there is more coming from the left side. And by the time you clean this up, there is going to be a new force of like 20, 30 assembling on the left.
A Knights.
It's non-stop aggression.
And Knights as well, exactly. 25 Knights, 3 also in the queue. Cavaliers also a lot in the queue. How many? Well, he needs more stables, man. He has 4 and need more. He's having a great echo because he's with 4 stables constantly producing Cavaliers. Miguel is doing exactly what he needs to do, and might be great because those are now much closer to blue, but look at yellow, man. Oh my god, this is insane raid. Yellow has 120 Cavaliers. The score is still increasing. Teal is gonna be an Imperial. That's the last hope. Is the last hope. Purple is doing a castle, but Dogao have resources to make the upgrades? Nah. He has resources to make +3, but no Arbalest, no chemistry. Now Margot is doing a castle in front, and on the left, all the Cavaliers are now going through Slam area. Slam in a big problem with 31 villages, but here the most important is the army, and more or less he keep good numbers. 31, 37, taking in consideration that these Britons, but look at yellow. Also gonna go up to Imperial with 125 villages. El Maghreb is gonna decide or not. Lidakor, people in the stream, who is winning?
Decide.
Who is winning? I think
I can't see. I simply can't see Miguel's team winning here. There's so much behind. Dogao's got Imp, but he can't accomplish anything with it. As he said, he can't afford Arbalest. He's going full elite skirms, which is going to be completely useless against full Cavalier coming from Anatov. And like Slam is already in a very difficult spot over here. Dogao is in a tough spot as well, and once Imperial kicks in from Anatov, I feel like the window for Miguel's team Los Machos is gonna be closed.
Oof. Let's see, Cavaliers are going to be there. He's gonna kill now all the Knights. That's good. I think this might be... What? What is he doing, Miguel? Stop going forward, man. On the left, you can see what this was. Now, on the right, we see the Imperial didn't approach anything. And now Purple is about to go up to Imperial. Yes, he got all the resources. My goodness. This is, well, what we all want, right? We want deciders, we want super, super intense games. The series are being fantastic. A leader core, we're gonna have a completely different map as a decider if this is confirmed as a victory from the Insanity. And that's a whole map from Miguel to go and slam Maghreb. But it's not a real nomad map. It's an non-TC start, but you know, it's kind of fixed position. One team is on one side, one team is in the other. You are not gonna be like in between the your teammates. But well, we will talk about that when this game finishes. The problem is that they have 2 players already going up to Imperial, and that's the Pocket with an incredible population right now.
Miguel is also going into Imperial, but he's still very far away from there. And the problem is that his eco is not spectacular. 85 villagers, a lot of them being idle because he's non-stop being raided. It just feels like by the time he reaches Imperial, he's gonna be down to 70 villagers, and he won't be able to match the production of the Kumans. Kumans being at 140 villagers out there. Looks like we have a big battle on the left-hand side unfolding, though. The entire army of Sito getting wiped off from the face of the earth, and that
Sito?
could easily give... Well, like, that
Sito
could be the
army,
last
man.
saving grace here for Los Machos.
My goodness, Sito army, man. They lost everything, but now Green, it's also with some problems. He's gonna make a castle. What is this? We were talking about the game number 5, but Sito lost everything and he's in Castle Age. And now Miguel is on the way to Imperial. I know that 137 villages doing the Cavalier, but as soon as you reach Imperial, Burgundians will do the Paladins. And I don't know, still, I believe the advantage is still there. Now Los Machos got more
Yeah,
army.
I mean, 100 villagers, right?
Yeah,
if you
100
look at the
villagers
villager
more.
counts, and our army numbers are actually comparable, it's still a big lead for mYinsanity, but the last couple of minutes weren't really spectacular for them. They just lost like 50 crossbows from the battlefield, and Sito is gonna go Imperial himself with 0 army on the battlefield.
Yeah, and now he's losing the castle, Purple. Purple is not yet in Imperial. If he's losing the castle, then, well, he has more army, yes, but they cannot push anymore. And now, Teal has chemistry, has everything. There's another caster here for Green on the right. The Canadian Slam is trying to recover 50 villages. That's the problem. I mean, Slam is super behind. Like really, really behind.
Yeah.
With 51 villages only. He's Italian, so it's cheaper to go up. Now they can maybe slink him a little bit, but they don't have resources to slink. Even Miguel, well, Miguel is doing Paladin upgrade right away. Paladin upgrade right away.
Look at the other side. Anathov is actually going for Light Cav instead of the Paladin upgrade. You get the feel that he might be a little low on gold, and that could be a concern for them. It doesn't matter that you have a spectacular eco if you're just spamming Light Cav into the enemy Paladins out there.
Big battle on the left. Big battle on the left.
Yep.
Was trying to come with the Cavaliers, but really nice one here by Green. He has the army too, and now Blue with the army. The thing is, you can have in this map less villages. What is that hole? Oh my god, on the right. Don't lose the traps. The traps is so important, but he's gonna lose the traps. But the castle is down just in time, and now the bomber cannon is down. Whoa. Okay. The game is still going super close in the score, and if Islam is able to do this castle, don't go away, Green, Miguel. He need to come back. This is a deja vu from Battle of Africa 2. Unbelievable. He need to stay there.
I mean, Slam was left out there just to die. Slam was left out there just to give his best impersonation of Dowd building castles by Miguel. At least the castle is going up. But as you said, it is all gonna come down to whether Slam can recover. Italians, they can squeeze out a nice Imperial Age timing, and you desperately need Imp here, because you want to upgrade those existing crossbows to Arbalest, potentially think about adding some Genoese crossbows. But look at the right side. That's where things could easily come down to, because you have elite skirms for the Gauss, so Arbalest only won't be sufficient here.
Why I laugh? Look at the build. Look at the buildings by Margot. Siege War Shop, the walls, try to wall as maximum, you know? Because if you make a small gap here, the bomb arcanos you can shoot. Huvnishi, even Huvnishi here. Well, the end of this game. And look at the buildings Islam is doing on the left to protect the archers. Look at that. He's doing a box here with the stone walls to don't get killed. Islam is on the way to Imperial right now. The Paladins from yellow is going to be there. But green is going to be able to kill with the Paladins. They are killing Margot. They are really killing Margot.
And if they can do enough damage, it doesn't even matter that Slam is like half dead right now, if you think about that. Because it's gonna turn down into a 2v2, essentially. So, right now, if Dogawa and Miguel can do a ton of damage to Margot, this could still work out. And wait a minute, look at the villager counts. Look at the villager counts of Slam and look at it for Margot. Margot doesn't have a spectacular villager count either.
No, they are not. They are not. Military numbers of Machos is still ahead. I know this is spectacular, no, a brutality game. And this is so many paladins on the right. Miguel has now so many paladins on the right side. This Burgandy's economy matters a lot. And now he's doing more light caps. He's even doing trade because yellow has no goal. 3 villas on goal only. They have no goal. They have no goal. And Slams who have taken that relic here in front and give to the team or whatever. What's happening? What's happening? I have
Paladins on the left though. Here comes the cavalry charge, and it looks like Sito and Anatov are going hunting.
Oof. Well, yellow is now killing Islam. Yes. Well, Islam doesn't have a lot to kill because he has nothing. So on the right, well, it's 2v2 game. It's 2v2 game. Slam need to move villages. And he's moving right now because now purple is getting wrecked as well. Both players are getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed on the right with those paladins. He's killing absolutely everything. Killing the arbalists with all the paladins there. 55 paladins by Miguel. Islam need to move everything and let's pray. But here are paladins as well from Miguel, and I don't know who is winning this game anymore. Seriously, it's incredible. What's happening today with this series? Unbelievable.
It's an incredible game indeed. Like absolutely bonkers we're looking at, and indeed it is turning into a 2v2. A 2v2 where Miguel and Dogao have immense experience playing together. Well, we should not forget that there is no bloodlines on those paladins out there. So even in even number scenarios, it's gonna be better for the Kuman paladins. But the numbers aren't even. 43 paladins as opposed to 26. And this is what could still swing the battle in the favor of Miguel's team. Numbers and accessibility of gold. Because if they can just outnumber you with heavy cavalry, it could still work.
Yeah, I know that battle, sorry that I interrupted you, I was about to say that he's doing now the Blast Furnace, and seriously, Miguel is going into the Kuman's economy. The one that is taking the pocket economy faster will take the game, because now Purple is even more defeated, man, than Islam. Oh my goodness, Anatop cannot defend with light caps.
Ignore him.
Anatop
like
cannot
they shouldn't
defend.
go for the kill on Margu. Margu is dead. Ignore him. Just go for the pocket, because if you don't, then your own pocket, that is Miguel, is gonna get pushed. But look at the paladin numbers. 60 paladins as opposed to 27. That is what is winning the battle here for Los Machos. Much better paladin numbers out there for Miguel.
But Los Machos need to bring all the paladins that are in the north, as you mentioned. He need to come with all them, because now he's also against the elite Lombos. You can't lose the paladins here. He need to go back. But Miguel is still fighting like a beast with paladins that are weaker for sure. On the other side, now the light cats are coming, and the light cats gonna take those trebuchets. What happened?
Look at the base of Slam for a moment. It is Sito who is taking all the gold away. Anatov sent out villagers. He desperately needs gold for paladins, but it is Sito who is taking all the gold. That is so troublesome for them. Anatov needs that gold a lot more because they need it for paladins. They can't play this with Kuman light cavalry, but they will be forced to. It's down to 2 paladins. Los Machos is taking this over.
Miguel can take the game. Miguel can take the game with the paladins. It's just incredible. Seriously incredible. Because, man, he killed all the paladins. My goodness. And now with those paladins on the left, will kill absolutely everything here. And Purple has 15 villages. 48 for Slam. So they maybe can come back. 105 villages now is doing the Hussars. Hussar upgrade just to spam, because obviously you cannot make paladins forever. And what is Dogao doing now? Dogao has not the greatest population. Well, I don't know, man. I really don't know. But here the cavalry is so important. If they kill all these from Sito, oh my god, he's gonna kill the traps? Deny that castle. He can kill the traps, he can deny the castle. No, not the castle, but you can lose a lot. Oof, Kuman's economy is still with 152 villages. I really don't know what's going on, but
mYinsanity still has trade. This is so weird because it's
33.
essentially 3v2 now because
What?
I mean, Slam is in a much better spot than Margu, but there is no trade for them.
Yeah, Slam, but he has to have the same numbers in military than purple. Zero military, but the most important is, as you mentioned, yeah, well, 33 trade card. 33 trade card from yellow is brutal. I mean, if the trade is not giving a lot, but he's giving 40 gold, it's fine, man. He's good, man. He's really good. I don't know, man. No more paladins here, but now, they're gonna kill the Lombos. Teal is coming as well, and the green is gonna lose now those gold miners against yellow. They tried really strong. They still have more numbers. No, the same numbers in military. Now the village is almost the same. But the trade, it's huge. Really important. Now yellow doing the hussars, even with the trade. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Halbardy is from Teal. That's very important. Halbardy is good point here. And they need to trade, man. They really need to trade.
Yeah, they need a trade. Because, you see, now Paladins are appearing on the battlefield again for Anatov. He was out of Paladins for some time, and as you said, his trade is not spectacular. It's 40 gold per trip. But any kind of trade is better than no trade in here. This being said, the Paladin numbers are still in the favor of Miguel. Slam still far from contributing anything to the war machine, and now it looks like Dogao is setting up the trade over here. But look at the north now. Suddenly the light caps are coming in just in time to potentially disrupt any kind of future trade and just make sure that there is no way for Miguel to replenish future Paladins.
Yeah, well, there are big problems all over the map now from Los Machos. They keep trying, but this seems to be very difficult. It's incredible how Anatov has set up the trade in this map. We almost don't see trade in this map ever. This is 1 hour game. He has a lot of skirmishes, but castles are there. You need to go with the paladins. Now yellow is still raiding. Well, they have castles here, and they have markets, but they're still not trading. Why? Because yellow is all over the map. Yellow, by the way, is doing a mistake, in my opinion. 160 villages? At some point, you need army. And 160 villages doesn't give you a lot of room to make army. Not too many.
Well, I guess you can sling Margu, but guess what? That's a beautiful surround, and the skirmisher is coming into play here to focus down those longbows. The skirmishers will be wiped out by the cavalry eventually, so you gotta take down those longbows because they are a scary unit that retain their value so well. And Dogao, he needs to dive in here, snipe as many longbows as he can, but nice macro out there for Sido, and look at that, 54 longbows.
Yeah, but Lidacor now, the one that has no paladins anymore is Miguel. They don't have army. They tried their best. The game is fantastic. But this is Jijiko. And you could see there, Margot, well, a little bit, the reaction 2-2. What a series. What a game. They almost did it, but Anatop, Sito, and Margot didn't throw, and we have a spectacular decided game, guys. What do you think, people in this stream? Lidacor, everyone. This is just what a series. One of the best series of the tournament, if not the best. Epic series in this decider. Crazy. Can't be more happy with the series. And you know, I see this, and I'm very feeling bad already because one of these teams cannot reach the quarterfinals because they are amazing. Really amazing, Lidacor.
They are really playing amazing, both sides here. And, you know, the thing that was really impressive with this game is how back and forth it was. You know, for a long time, it seemed like, okay, Slam is going to just die, but then suddenly, Margu got wiped out in a blink of an eye, and it looked like it was going to be a 2v2 where Miguel had 60 paladins and the opponent had, like, 20. But then again, the trade kicks in, and ultimately that was the deciding factor between the two teams, and this is why it was so valuable for them to set it up early. And oftentimes, people are questioning why you're setting up trade when you seem like you're going to win the game in like 2 minutes. Why don't you just go full army? This is why. Because if you even have just 1% chance of not winning the game in the next 5 minutes, it's worth planning long term, and it paid off in this scenario for them. Really well-established gameplay by both sides, and a well-deserved game number 5 on both teams. I feel like the teams are neck and neck when it comes to performance, and really, you need a 5th game here to decide who advances to the quarterfinals and who's gonna get eliminated from Battle of Africa 3.
Yeah, amazing. Overall, overall the trade was important, but he got 5 relics during a long time. Miguel got in total the same gold that Anotop. For me, the main problem is that Lombos and still Paladins from Anotop with Bloodlines also matters a lot. Small details, guys. Small details that has been all the series, and we are very happy to say that we're gonna see a game number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, decided game, and we have a spot in the quarterfinals in the air, you know? And here we are with Los Machos versus Insanity, and we have Maghreb, a map that has been designed completely by the people that is working in the tournament. You know, idea from Rorarimbo, and then with Krasini as well working together. Amazing. And Civilizations, they are no cheap, no budget conquistadors. They pick Persians, Poles, and Aztecs, Hans, Berbers, and Byzantines. Oof, man. What we're going to see, well, we have seen already Maghreb today, and without Conks, and probably with maybe Anotop is gonna go unique units, or he will go Knights, because if not, this is gonna be another game with madness aggression, Mr. Lidakor.
It's definitely a possibility, and you were right about the Civilization selection. There is gonna be no Aramba out there. They just go for the conventional civs, and as you pointed out, it's not super common to see this game being played out without unique units. Usually it's Conquistadors, but now we could see maybe Camel Archers. Aside from that, it could just be full aggression, as you said. And from that perspective, there is a very intriguing combination of civilizations out there for Sito, Anatov, and Margu. If you think about that Hun's team bonus, that's nothing to be ashamed of. You got the Berbers as well, very powerful civilization for this map, very good for that Castle Age aggression with the Knights. And then you do have the Byzantines, which is a bit of a wild card, but if you want to go for a water, it's actually a very good civilization to do that with. And I think that's the plan here for Margu. And he's going to be up against who on the water? Dogao is the closest, but I'm actually unsure if Dogao is going to consider going water with the Aztecs here. I don't think that's going to be the case, although this is a tricky spot if you think about that. If he wins water, he has 8 relics with Aztecs. But do you want to use Aztecs versus Byzantines on water? I don't think so.
Well, it's not terrible because production faster with the military. So if you outnumber your opponent, you can do the job. I mean, if they are firing faster, you know. So it can be tricky, as you mentioned. And if you get the water, it can be solid. Anyway, not going to be easy, that's for sure. But those relics, 8 relics from Aztecs, as you mentioned, gives a lot. Anyway, we will see how it's going. It's obvious that he's gonna go water. That's why he's in the north. He's gonna go now for the dog as well for Margot. My question is, Hans and Berbers combination. It's a combo that you don't see often, and I love this map and well, all what is bringing the settings, because it's a guy in completely different composition. We have not seen this before during the tournament, and probably we're not gonna see it repeat again, you know. Persians, Poles, Aztecs, and I'm thinking what Slam is going to do. For now, he's doing the forward here on those shortfish, and he's gonna go Scouts, Slam, and then Miguel fast castle, or he's gonna go Slam, I don't know, Arches, aggression. I have no idea. So we have to analyze very quick to see what is going on, because I'm not sure what can be the approach here. I really don't know.
Yeah, these civilizations are definitely acting as sort of a wild card here. Like, it's difficult to predict what exactly they can do because there's a lot of options for them to go for. So scouting is just gonna be imperative here. You need to know what your opponent is up to, because it's not like, let's say, when you're up against the Spanish, where you can pretty well predict that the Spanish is gonna go Conquistadors. You really have a high amount of uncertainty regarding the strategy of the opponent, and you mentioned this multiple times before. This map is all about strategy. If you can't figure out what your opponent is planning strategy-wise, you're gonna get outplayed big time, and that's a big danger for both teams to face.
Yeah, this is one of the maps, guys, that here, obviously, I mean, Age of Empires, because many times people say, well, Age of Empires 2 is about Arches, Scout. Well, welcome. It's the units they have, like the mostly, you know. Then they have infantry that is not really used in the early game because they are slow, spears to counter those. Yeah, and then unique units. We can see some unique units, but here the thing is that probably is not gonna be the normal meta. It's gonna be something completely different. Also, most of the resources, remember, that are in the south, I'm talking about gold and stone. In the middle is all the shellfish, all the food. Then the wood and the berries in the north, and in the even more in the north, as you can see, it's just the water here. Okay, so we have 2 players going up really quick. Now we see who is gonna go then castle it. It seems to be the Canadian. No, there's no castle approach. I like this a lot. Everyone is going up quick, but look at yellow up 17 population. And on top with Berbers gonna go up super quick. Not even Loom, which makes sense because you don't have a scout here, so they are gonna try to be really aggressive. And with the Hans bonus. Oof, this is gonna be very dangerous. He's gonna go full feudal from here, and probably both scouts. Or you think someone will go archers?
I think archers are just too slow here. I think you need mobility. It's one vast open field, and one of the things that is essentially a kryptonite for archer plays is open fields. You can't let yourself get surrounded in the middle of the field. I feel like here on this map, it's so open, and you need your timing so much when it comes to aggression that you might consider going double scouts. 2 players going scouts themselves. I think that's a more realistic option here for Sito's team, especially because you want to benefit from the Hunt's bonus for both players.
Well, they don't think the same. And then red is going for the archer range. We have a stable now from yellow, and blue, it's walling a little bit. They're walling somehow. I like it. You know, the stable. And what is Islam going to do? He's still not yet up. He's going to go archers, it seemed, with poles. Okay. So they are going to be aggressive. On water? On water, who is going to take the battle? Margot? 3 dogs already.
Dogs. I love it. If you think about that this way, Margot can reinforce the battlefield very easily. And his fishing eco is going to be very safe, because there is no way that Dogao can just sneak a couple of ships through to hurt his fishing eco,
But you missed something. You missed something. Is that Dogao is going archers. He has already the archer range deployed, so they're all 3 going army. And that's huge, because now he can take red, he can take the wood for yellow, he can do damage, he's gonna take the water, yes, but there's not that much fish, you know? So this is like a fake water play, and then they are going full army. Full army. Anyway, we'll focus on those army because right now the scouts are coming. There's one spear as well. And I don't know. Oh my god. I like where the archers from Islam are. In the south to take the goal from Sito. But Sito is playing amazing here. Yeah. Because he's doing a tower. And it makes sense. He doesn't want to risk the goal. So this is gonna be super complicated game. And crazy and chaotic for sure. Scout and archers are coming, and here, oh my goodness, Sito is gonna suffer. Fletching with the archers, didn't expect this, and they have 3 players on the field. Well, now purple is on water. Water is important, yes, but Sito is losing 1 villager here. All the lammers are now down. Oh my god, he will have to move them all. And that's huge here. Huge, really. On the left, what's happening here? Yeah.
It's all about the strategy. And Dogao pulled off the bait of the century. Because we talked about the upside of the Aztecs on water. You said it yourself. It's about the fact that you can match up or at least outnumber the Byzantines on water. Then you secure the water, you get
sorry, in the south. Look at in the south also. Archers the spear, taking a village here, he's trying to block, he's gonna kill it, he's killing villages on the stone. He's now putting, I mean, Sito right now has lumberjack, gold miners and stone miners, or idle. Everything idle. It's true that they are trying to make damage, but now green has so many scouts with forging, doing all the other, they are going all feudal. And even if the scores say that Margot and Otto and Sito are ahead, I don't think anymore that they are ahead. Los Machos with a great strategy, man.
Yeah, I agree. And this is where it really comes online. Dogao surprised everyone, including us, with that strategy. He baited everyone to think he's going water, and now he's going in with the archers. It definitely caught Sito off guard. It definitely caught the other opponents off guard as well. Now he's doing a tremendous amount of damage, especially coordinating his archers with Slam. And behind this one, the aggression that went towards the base of Miguel got cleaned up as well by Miguel. So now suddenly he's got some scouts that are about to hit the field. He's at 8 scouts. Oh, this is looking really grim right now for mYinsanity, and this is his tournament life on the line.
Yeah, I'm checking in the south because here is Teal. He's trying to go with the spears. The spears are in danger against those archers, but now Blue is gonna join the party as well. Yes, they have 3 militaries. 3 militaries. It's true that Purple is about to reach Castle Edge. Not reach, to click up to Castle Edge, but 28 army, 17. Why they have the same village number? Because of the fish. But the fish now is not super efficient, and Yellow is gonna be in some problems. My goodness! Wow. Well. A lot of aggression. They have the water, and all the archers are now together here. Where's the scout, guys? I'm sorry. I'm good with this. I think I have some experience, but in this huge map so open, I have problems, man. I don't see where is everything. It's crazy, man. The scout, another village down from Cito, and now more villages down from Margot with the scout from Green in the south. Lidacor, I'm checking those scouts, killing more villages. They're doing a massive damage right now. They will be cleaned by Yellow, maybe, but they're doing a lot of damage. The thing is, what is now Margot going to do? Now it's up to Castlage and double archery range switching to crossbows. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, they need to do damage now because now they're on the back foot. As you said, the only thing that makes them at least relatively competitive when it comes to the economy is the fishing eco that we still have for Margu, but it's not just the villager numbers, it's also the fact that so many of these villagers were idle for so long, and that is going to delay mYinsanity quite a bit. Ultimately, it looks like Anotov might be able to clean up the archers of Dogao, but the delay is immense.
No, they don't clean because 2 scouts came. The archers are with +1, coming with more archers, still killing more, killing another one. Now he will clean, but the damage is done. Well, Green coming with more scouts as well. They can't clean. Miguel with the huge score lead, and now we have the Canadian Slam about to go up. Teal about to go up too. The problem is that Purple will be in Castle Edge, yes, but then they will have 2 players in Castle Edge and Persians economy still doing army. An army, and more army. This is insane game already. And Blue going to Castle with double archery range. They will never expect also poles going crossbows probably. And again in the south, gonna take 2 villages more. They are attacking constantly. And Los Machos are with a beautiful position to dominate. Let's see if Purple can now do the job. Oh, Siege Workshop trying to make a lot of damage into Teal. That can work? I don't think so, to be honest. Because Teal is about to go up too. Wow, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's too late, it's too slow, and this map is all about mobility, it's all about momentum. It can easily snowball because you simply can't just wall up and sit behind your walls to buffer up the damage. You fall behind here, it's going to snowball out of control because you can get raided over and over again, and that is what mYinsanity is suffering from right now. With Castlage coming in for all 3 players on
Chick in the
Machos.
north, Lidacor, Krabos in the north, killing so many villages to Dogao. So Dogao is in problems. Killing the gold miners, killing so many units. He still have some more gold in the other side, but Green has so many scouts. And all 3 players on the way to Castle Edge. All 3 players, while only Purple in Castle Edge. Purple is doing damage. That's completely truth. Yes, and he will do more probably now. But when Yellow and Red are going to go up, because they need to go up as quick as possible. Otherwise, the quality army is going to be insane here. And the population is still very similar. But the timing, the momentum, it really looks now for Los Machos.
Yeah, they have insane momentum, and right now they're on the lifeline of those crossbows and the mangonels from Margu, but Margu is doing a great job over here. Look at the Gao's eco. It's complete trash. He cannot go anywhere. Mangonel denying the lumberjacks, crossbows denying from the other side, and all he can do is pull villagers against the mangonel. That never looks good.
Yeah, but Green can do now a brutal damage. Yeah, the mangonel is gonna be down with the villagers. Now he's gonna wall. That's fantastic. He's gonna stabilize a little bit. Still the gold miners in danger because he's coming with more crossbows. Obviously population. But the thing is, his population is not that terrible. Look at Cito losing all the villages. Man, there's the tower here. Ay. Well, look at the tower here. And scout by Anotop trying to help, but Anotop is still not up. And all 3 are in Castle Edge. All 3 are in Castle. They need to keep trying, but this is light caps with husbandry, with chain bard and armor. Oh man. And all the archers from Margot has been clean. And Cito is on the way to Castle Edge. Yes, but we were talking about the timing. And the timing now with Islam here, they can kill a lot. Another villager down. And another TC too. I don't know if they can come back here. We see Wargaliabred now from Dogao, trying to probably even kill the fish. I don't know. But now, these are light caps, man. Light cap +2, killing the Mangonel, taking the crossbows, gonna clean absolutely everything from purple in the north. And in the south, still with so many crossbows being lonely. Damn, this is insane. And no ballistic yet. Well, population is similar.
It's all about that momentum.
Yeah,
Look at that, right side. Miguel comes in for a raid. A lot of villagers from Cito. Once again, look at that slaughter.
Yeah, this is insane.
Smokes, that's a lot.
This is insane. Cito lost everything. 22 villains getting destroyed. He's trying to wall, but he lost everything. They have army all over the map. 52 army, 39. This is insane. Another in the south. The slam killing. Cito is destroyed. Out of the game, guys. Cito, 18 villains, guys. He's just hitting destroy. What a strategy, guys. What a strategy by Los Machos in this game. With the Digivated, with the water. My goodness. My goodness.
Oh, and look at the fight that Slam is taking. That's a really good fight for the circumstances on the south. Pulls 2 players to his attention. And this is going to allow Miguel to potentially push on the right side once again with the light cav. Dogao is picking up the relics in the meantime. He could be up to 8 relics over time with the Aztecs. I feel like if they can stop Margut's push on the right side, then Miguel's team can turn on cruise control and cruise on to the quarterfinals at this pace.
Margot is nothing to push. He has lost the water. Dogao super smart, make fire shift. Krobos is still on Anatop base, doing all the job. And this is looking just amazing for Los Machos. They want to keep trying, but you can feel, well, you don't feel anything. They're there. I'm just checking the webcam to see if they saw some emotion, but they are still too focused. We will see when the game finishes if he's gonna finish or not, because right now he's 34 villains more on Los Machos with 13 army more. And you know the confidence that this can be, because remember, it's a new team. This only gonna make that Los Machos can be able to play better and better and better. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting topic to talk about for the post-game show for sure. But I mean, neither of these teams are out yet, and we have seen in the previous game that even if one player is seemingly close to being defeated, if you can somehow find a way to do damage on the opposing team, essentially knock out one player from the opponent, there might still be a glimpse of hope. And one thing is sure, mYinsanity isn't going to tap out of this one very early. Like, they will play it out until the bitter end, because this is their tournament life on the line.
Yeah, look guys, sorry how much I'm focused completely in the games, because I didn't even check my OBS. My OBS is the program with the stream, you know, and it's the first time that I didn't switch the cameras. I was so focused using the game to try that you don't miss anything. Sorry guys, I have the cameras in wrong position, but well, it's now correct. And being said that, they're cleaning now the army. Look at the army numbers, it's the same, but the problem is not about the army anymore. Cito has 12 villages. 12
Well, it's
villages.
something.
12 villages. Easy, incredible. 4 on wood, 3 on foot, 5 on goal. Wow. Wow.
That's a nice Dark Age eco balance.
Yeah, man. It's pretty crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, let's see. They keep trying. The score difference is insane. Now they cannot. I mean, the problem they could do Los Machos here, which I don't think it will happen because they have a lot of experience, is to overconfidence, you know? But they're gonna keep playing like if the game was really close, because you can see how they're adding boom, a lot of TCs, while red has 1 tone center, yellow 1 TC, purple 1 TC. Feel sad. I feel sad for Insanity because they are great and they want to really be into the top 8. I know, I really know, but well, they lost also 3-2 versus Winchester team, if I'm not wrong. So wow, it's pretty sick, guys. It's really, really sick. This series has been madness, seriously.
It has been a madness indeed, very back and forth. And really, it just shows how close these two teams are when it comes to skill. It's just the fact that you gotta close games out, and you get the impression that right now, Los Machos is in a much better spot to close this game out, despite the fact that Slam's crossbows will get cleaned up on the south. The problem is the escalation of this. Every single player of mYinsanity is playing 1 town center. Look at the left-hand side map now. Each player, essentially, from Miguel's team is on 3 TCs. It's the scalability, it's the escalation. It's not what's gonna happen in 1 minute, it's what's gonna happen in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's the problematic part for mYinsanity.
I have been noticing that you call Los Machos Miguel team. That means that you consider Miguel the best player of the team. That's correct or not?
Miguel is top. Miguel is top on the scoreboard, and I just read the first name.
Okay. Good one. Anyway, you can see how Margot keep trying. There's the Mangrel, Crobos, Monks, a lot of camels and knights. Whoa. Okay, and let's see what is going to be. Okay. Diagonal, crossbows, but... Yeah, they have some good army here, but it's an old, doesn't seem, and now, well, they are adding TCs now. They have good numbers. I mean, they can still in the game because military numbers is the same, actually.
That's decent. And one of the things that's looking good for them is that they managed to isolate Dogao from the other two teammates. And that could allow them to potentially just triple team Dogao here and do a lot of damage on him. Because, like, Sido is not, well, it's not even triple team, it's more like double team because Sido is sitting at a majestic 12 villagers. But, like, if they can do comparable damage to Dogao here as it was done to Sido, then they might have a glimpse of hope here still. It's gonna be very difficult, though, because now those crossbows are slowly getting cleaned up by the Mangonels and the Light Cav.
Well, let's see, because we have now some Cav archers. Population for Sito is dramatic. We have not seen Sito in this kind of situation probably ever. But Anotop keep trying and doing a lot of farming. 18 army, 26. I love the spirit of this team. They're warriors, man. They're warriors. They're 1,400 score behind, but they keep trying to raid and raiding for sure, with forcing a lot of villages idle to blue, to Islam. But here, Dogao is about to go up to Imperial. I mean, imagine that they come back from this. Like, if this would be the biggest comeback ever. And now they are killing a lot of villages, you know? They are killing a lot of villages.
Like,
wow.
I think this will be a top 5 comeback ever if they manage to pull it off. It just seems so unlikely, right? Especially with Dogao going into Imperial. But it's all about the raiding. It's all about the fact you have to constantly maintain pressure and just grind down the opponent's eco. Compensate for the fact that you do have one player that's essentially knocked out of the game. But look at that detachment of crossbows once again from Slam at the bottom of the screen, looping around, picking off villagers. Slam has been playing insane. Like, ever since game number 1, where he had a bit of a rough start, he has played an absolutely immaculate series.
Dogao also 7 relics. Yeah, 7 relics. No, he has been played really well. In the previous game, he was playing fine. I mean, just that Britons was pretty, well, pretty broken. Rare is super strong. Yellow is still killing a lot. And, well, Dogao is going up to Imperial, but he does have great economy. And he's losing a lot, actually. He's losing so many villages, my goodness. It's gonna be an Imperial, but doesn't have too many. He's now Slam doing a cast, but just look at that. They have, like, a brutal advantage. And look at these maps. To get into 120 villages, boom, 130 is so difficult, Lidacor. They have the most is Slam now with 90 villages, you know. Well, and the other team, well, as you can see, it's just destroyed, right? Really destroyed.
Yeah, and the thing is that Los Machos is just setting themselves up for the long game here. So even if in the very unlikely scenario of Sito finding a way back into this game, it's not going to be a possibility for them to win this game, or at least it would be extremely unlikely, because we already have castles on the left side protecting the key gold mines, multiple TCs from Los Machos. They are going into Imperial. You're going to have an Eagle switch coming in from the Aztec player. So many things setting up Dogao's team into a really good long-term powerhouse. And as I said, mYinsanity is just so far away from recovery. It's not just about recovering the villagers. It is much more than that. And I just don't think they have the time to do that.
No, they don't have army now. They don't have economy. I want to see when they reach Imperial. I don't know. They are still not calling it, or they will. I believe that they are going to call the GG because this is impossible for them. I don't know, but it's looking rough. It's really looking rough. But
8 relics for the Aztec player.
8 relics,
look at that
man.
gold income for him.
Islam is going to Imperial.
Good luck
it's
stopping that.
Too much gold. Yes. Too much gold, but too much everything. And Los Machos, if I'm not wrong, they are going to play versus Amigos, guys. They are going to play versus Amigos in the quarterfinals. And, I think it's gonna be versus Amigos, if I'm not wrong. And then I will play against Gamer Legion. I'm going to confirm you soon. I'm just thinking that is what like this. I'm not sure, but I think it's like this. Anyway, you can see Anodop trying to clean those arches. They are not resigning. They are not giving up. But it looks impossible. He's on the way to Imperial Purple, but with 56 values. While the Canadian, GG Cole, my goodness, Los Machos did it. And that was really, really insane. Obviously disappointing for the Insanity that are amazing, but well, it's what it is. One have to win and one have to lose. And this time was Los Machos. Sorry for this video. This video is not here now. I forgot to remove because I was so excited and wow, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy series for sure. Anyone could have won the series and I don't know. Statistics, military Miguel also with a brutal rating all the game. He was with Anotop the only, well, as you were talking, only positive KD, the cavalry sieves. All the others, even Islam, negative, losing a lot, you know, with 48 army, but the economy and man, Cito sadly 34 villages, they really destroyed when he was in transition to Castle Age, and they couldn't do it. And that was the series. That was the crazy last game and the crazy series. Hopefully you have enjoyed 3-2. And now we are going to go to the interview with the winners. Here we are with the winners.
Well, the finals
With
are
the
going to be
winners.
best of 9.
Oh, I'm here, amigos. I'm here, amigos, with the post interview. Congratulations, first of all. Well,
Hello.
I'm very tired. Just congratulations. I'm very tired of casting. I want to know how tired you are from 0 to 10 after this crazy series.
Nah, we can
A
play
lot.
just another series. But
Shut
after
up,
that,
Dogao.
I'm
Shut
ready.
up with
Let's
the
go.
troll. I mean,
let's go.
seriously, okay, we're going to make the rematch and if we win, then advance to quarterfinal. Are you down for that? Not that much, right?
Nah, better. I mean, I have to go eat.
So
you
much.
know.
So much better. Better so much. Go.
I have to go eat.
I mean, now you have to go eat. This has been a crazy series, guys.
Yeah, it's
It has.
Come on,
And a
Slam.
hard one.
very
Agreed.
hard one.
Agreed. Yeah.
Like pure aggression, all the games. I mean, we can start to analyze every game if you want. What happened in Savannah game, for example, if you even remember.
This game, he had more archers than me in the first fight when we went forward, and then it just completely snowballed from there. Then they went for Miguel's base. Miguel died as usually, and then we couldn't play 3 versus 3. You know.
Yeah, and Dogan wanted to play Colosseum versus those guys, right? He got destroyed like this in Arabia. Imagine Colosseum.
Okay, we can
dead,
move.
like 13
Yeah,
minutes.
go on. I mean, if there's gonna be trash talk, guys, don't worry. I don't need to even answer. You know, you can go yourself. It's so good for me. You know. Oh man, seriously. Canyon Lake. I love a lot the tournament because it's the first time that we see Gurjaras. So, but it didn't feel like since your opponent got the fish, Gurjaras is great, but another crazy game. And I don't know, I want to ask you, Islam, because in the first game, probably you were a little bit, well, it was a snowballing because you deleted their barrack, I think, then all the units also came into your base. You remember in the first game with China that you deleted to save your archers, and then also you lost everything there. But as the Mongols in the second game, you were constantly attacking all the time. Like one of the best games because also you were having not a 1 TC only. You were having a huge economy there.
Yeah, Dogel and Miguel reminded me that I should go Mangudai later, so I think that triggered something in my brain to be like, yo, Slam, you should build some TCs this game. So, yeah, and Mongols is smooth when you start off, and yeah. But, I mean, the first game, though, with the Saracen, the deleting the barracks, he's going to get in anyways. He's Saracens,
Okay.
They're just going to mow through it, but, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, because the maps has been the African Spring, when you put yourself 2-1, how you guys can really communicate or synchronize properly in that map?
Now you just trust that your ally is gonna make some damage or something. It's just impossible. Out of nothing, then
Yeah,
scouts are running to you. The same scouts are in your ally at the same moment. So
I mean, in the middle of the castle age, when all of them came to my base and was like, guys, there's 3 players here, and all I hear is good luck. So that's
I
the
trust
kind of
you. That's what I said. I trust you.
good luck, I trust you. So this is the kind of communication we have.
How you feel, guys, with your performance today? Can be, I mean, from 0 to 10. I like to ask that because you know better than anyone probably if you can play better, worse. I mean, how it was your feelings after the series? I know, but that maybe it's too early because you just finished and maybe you want to analyze. But when you were playing, we should have done better. I mean, how do you feel about it? The
No,
performance?
I think we did a lot of mistakes in those games.
Definitely the draft.
Yeah, our draft wasn't the best. Let's say it was far from the best. But during the games, I think I really liked our decision making in the African Spring game. It was pretty smooth. But for Arabia, it was bad. For Canyon Lake, I think it was pretty good as well. But the games we lost, I think we could have done way better than we did. And also this last game, I think there's definitely room to improve, especially because we didn't have Spanish, which was one CV we were practicing a lot. But I think without Spanish, it was even better because we won. And with Spanish, we're always losing. So I don't know.
Well, you made a very, very nice strategy, like a little bit of debate, right? You were to go to water, but don't know. Then you got, guys, 3 armies on the land, and you dominated from there. The strategy looked
Well,
really,
to be
really
honest,
strong.
the strategy wasn't. Let's say we just copy from the enemy team we are practicing with. We have nothing with that. It was just a copycat strategy.
Okay.
Wow, so much honesty.
Now, well, if
I
you
mean,
want to be...
I can say it was all on us, but then some people will
Same.
get mad.
But
So
you
it's
have to
just,
say the team.
we copy from
Dogao.
them, and that's fine.
Dogao, you have to say the team now. You're in quarterfinals, and you're probably not gonna face them in quarterfinals, or you cannot say because then they spoil it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, no. Is
To be
this?
honest.
I mean, is this the minimum goal that you want? And now that you are there, because let's see, who are you gonna play now in quarterfinals? I'm sure that you know.
I think
It's
Amigos.
Amigos, right?
I think so too. I mean, let me see. Let me confirmation. But it is, yes, Amigos versus Los Machos. Best of 7. Confidence or, well, there's very strong players there. There can be a crazy series.
Being honest, I prefer to play versus them instead than the French guys. I feel like the French guys play a style that we struggle, like those early. I feel like Islam and Dagon, they are somewhat the same player, right? After it's stabilized, they are one of the best. But Dogal loses army all the time, early field also.
Well, I have no
I'm scared.
pocket. What can I do?
Islam, you usually have the trust talk with doubt, and now you go with these guys. What is this, Islam? I mean, a new team for the next tournament, right? Because this is not working like you expected, right?
I don't know what to say. I mean, Doubt's been really nice to me recently, so I don't know what's going on. But
Well, because he wants you to come back. Okay. See, okay, Islam is dominating with the Brazilians, so maybe they are now yellows. Anyway, hopefully, guys, you enjoy. Good luck in the quarterfinals, and expecting another crazy series. I really believe that you did great performance because those mistakes, Dogao, Miguel, and Islam in those maps, maybe with some strategy, okay, but small mistakes in these maps are much easier to happen than in any other settings. Honestly.
Yeah,
sure.
you can't wall it.
Just
It's
like
just
one
about,
miscommunication and then
Yeah, that has to
everything
be
falls apart.
super talkative. Sometimes we're checking the webcam and we're telling how the hell they communicate. They just because like I don't know. I mean, we don't listen obviously, but it seems that you are completely focused, but one small not communication it can be terrible. Anyway, congratulations. You are going to be there against Los Amigos. I don't remember even the scheduled program, how it is, but I don't know when it is, but I will check now, and good luck for the quarterfinals.
Saturday, second set, I think.
Saturday, second set? Okay, so Saturday, second set, Amigos versus Los Machos. Oh boy, that's going to be a great series. Thank you guys, and hopefully you enjoy the tournament.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
man.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye-bye. Well, guys, that's been a crazy series. Hopefully you have enjoyed, obviously.